Alright, we ready to rock?
I think so.
I believe so. Oh, I have to scratch off 2 spells.
Alright, gentlemen, welcome to the tale of Karavakos Revenge. Preface. Heroes Unite. So we're going to start with Art LeBeau and Ethan Hall. The scene starts in the chamber of the courts in the city of Netherwinter. There is a dull buzzing around the courtroom while all the audience members file in and settles into their seats. Different groups of audience members' eyes are darting around the courtroom, seeing if the trial is ready to begin. After a few moments, a gnome, who the audience recognizes as the bailiff, emerges from one of the side doors near the magistrate's bench and stands on a podium to address the court. Bailiff, hear ye, the High Court of the City of Neverwinter will now come to order. The Honorable Magistrate Lord Cyrus presides. From the same door that gnome emerged from comes a high elf donned in the robes of a magistrate. Lord Silas ascends to his bench and has a seat. He looks through his parchments and looks towards the bailiff. Bailiff, announce the case before us today. My lord, today before the court is Ethan Hall on the charges of racketeering, smuggling, fraud, and tax evasion. Bailiff, bring out the accused. A dwarf is brought out of a door on the opposite side that the bailiff and the magistrate emerge from. He is seated in a chair behind a table by himself. The prosecution shall begin its case. This is the prosecutor. Thank you, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, and assorted creatures of the realm. We are here today for justice. A justice that has been long overdue in this case, finally to be served. This dwarven scoundrel has for years been depriving the realm of much-needed resources by contributing to the dark, diseased underbelly, that same disease that hurts our great city and jeopardizes our children's future morality. This disease is able to survive due to greedy, morality-lacking parasites who hold allegiances to no one but themselves and have no regard for any of you or the greater good of the realm. A dull roar of disapproval flows through the audience as they murmur to themselves. The magistrate bangs his gavel to regain order. The prosecution will prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this dwarf has been supplying liquor and smuggling assorted goods to the underground market, and by doing so not registering his products, not paying taxes, and allowing a corrupt system of anti-government and anti-order to thrive and survive. There is no room in this realm for such lack of morality, which is why the prosecution asks to make an example of scum like this criminal here and give him the maximum sentence of death by public hanging, to show all these other criminals that their ways will be tolerated no longer.
I hope we don't lose.
Is that the rope?
A larger roar, mixed with approval, confusion, and disapproval, fills the chamber as the magistrate yells, "Silence!" and bangs his gavel repeatedly to silence the audience. The magistrate looks at the dwarf who sits alone and asks, "Well, sir, where is your defense, counselor?"
I was not told I needed one.
No, counselor?
Your Honor, if I may interject, my name is... I forgot my name already. My name's Aaron Wolf, attorney at law. Pleasure to meet you all. I would be willing to consult with this dwarf, this Mr. Ethan Hall here, for a nominal fee, of course, and if that pleases the court.
And do you have any credentials of your aptitude, of your ability to defend the accused that you can present to the court?
Your Honor, I've been practicing the law for 30 years, and I actually, that's probably not true, because I'm not that old. I've been practicing the law for 5 years.
You can do it for real.
And here, take a look at my highly my license. It has all the information you need.
Does it have like 30 and then crossed out?
Yes, it
5
does.
years.
In crayon.
I forgot how old I made art. I'm sorry.
Delete.
Some artful whiteouting.
Oh. Alright, the prosecutor looks over these documents. Very well. There will be a one-day recess for the defense to build their case. This court is adjourned until tomorrow morning. Okay, so for everyone else who did not get the email, The prosecution's case is based upon 3 things. Number 1, a man named Peebus Crinkles, the witness that saw Ethan Hall selling casks of liquor to renowned underground buyers. Then we have Stragard Gorbel,
Lies and slander.
the local shopkeeper that sells Ethan his goods and says that most of the items he buys are necessary to make spirits. And never once has Ethan registered products with the city to be taxed and sold at local shops.
And I'm assuming at this point there's some sort of discovery such that I know what to ask him about.
Yeah, so at this point you guys can sort of confer and
Alright.
and try to build your case.
Mr. Hall, is it?
Mm.
They seem to have a quite the case against you. If I were able to help you escape your death, what would it be worth to you, say? Let's get this out of the way first.
You don't do pro bono?
I do pro goldo.
Alright. What's your normal going rate?
Well, for a case of this magnitude, it would probably be around, 2 gold if I lose, 5 gold if I win.
Deal.
Okay, excellent. I hate to say I have you over the barrel or anything, but yes. So the first piece of evidence against you is there's this man, Peebus Crinkles. He seems like a unsavory sort, but they say that he saw you, selling your, shall we call it merchandise, to a known trafficker of liquors and other assorted miscreant activities around the city. Mr. Shad Newell? Is that his name?
Yes.
Yes.
We haven't gotten quite there yet, but yes.
Mr. Shad Newell, and I was wondering what you could tell me about what you remember from that night in the, first of all, were you in the alley? It doesn't... I am not the most scrupulous man alive. I do not care if you were in the alley or not, but we need to know this to plan our defense.
Oh yeah, I was there. I did it. It's all true.
Okay, well, that changes some things. Okay, the rate just went up to 7 gold. No, I'm kidding.
A deal's a deal. And
You're right.
also...
You're right.
Kringles is a neighborhood kid.
His name-
Guy? Who is this guy? I probably know him, right?
Peebus Crinkles? Yeah, you know.
I know all the petty criminals in the neighborhood.
Tell me what you know. Well,
He's a scoundrel.
he's a scoundrel.
Notorious drunk.
What do you think he was doing that night in the alleyway? Why was he there? What reason did he have to be out at night?
Well, he's probably drunk. He's probably
Probably-
stumbling
that's-
out of a
We can
tavern.
use that. We can use that.
definitely.
I liked. Thank you. That's a good path to go on.
And he's a notorious racist. To him, all us dwarves look the same.
I'll take that down. I'll see if we can get anywhere with
I
that.
think I need to make some notes in my own. For my testimony coming up.
And was there anyone else in the alley that night who saw you that the prosecutor might call besides Mr. Newell's couriers, shall we say?
I have no idea. I didn't even know Kringles was there.
Okay, so
I mean, he's a
perception is
sneaky
not
little
your strong
kid.
point. Okay. All right.
If I knew he was there, I would have pummeled him ahead of time to stop him from testifying against me, right? Like, it
Fair
all
enough.
makes sense.
That would have been cheaper. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I could have saved this whole mess. He's a key part of the prosecution's case.
Okay.
One bash on the head, and he, Kringles, he's a coward. We can intimidate him.
Intimidate him. Okay.
Into
Excellent.
silence.
All of this is
Couple
great
of sharp,
information, Mr. Hall.
pointy things in the night. There goes key witness.
I'm not going to kill anyone for you, Mr. Hall, but I
didn't
will
say
intimidate the
key.
hell out of them.
Yeah, that's all I'm talking
Okay.
about. I need
Second,
to murder Kringles. He's harmless. He's just a little snot.
the second piece of information here is Mr. Gorber. I think his name is. He's the merchant who has said he sells you these materials you use in, well, booze making.
Well, yeah. I mean, but
But how does
you can
he
make a lot
know?
of things with what you've got. Like, he's just selling me grain, And sure, you need grain to make booze. You need grain to make porridge, too. You need grain to make more grain, I've heard. I don't really know how that works, but some kind of, like, self-duplication process. Enough grain, you get it together, and then it just kind of multiplies. I don't really know. But I do know that there's more than just making liquor that you can do with barley and corn and wheat and all the other stuff I buy from him.
Okay. And, have you ever seen, just out of curiosity, have you ever seen Mr. Shad Newell in Mr. Gorber's store?
Shad Newell.
I have a ploy in mind.
Well,
you
who's
see.
Shad Newell?
He's
Is that the guy who I was selling to?
Yeah.
So like, just for some background on you, is this somebody that I have worked with before? Have I sold him stuff before? This Shad? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, so but it's still possible that he's the one that ratted me out. Because we're all shady guys in this business.
Oh, anyone could have done it.
Yeah, anyone could have done it. It's
the-
not like I have bonds of brotherhood with this guy that there's no way,
No.
He's a guy that I sell to frequently, but he's not someone that I would necessarily trust.
Yeah, he'd probably sell out his own mom if the price was right.
Gotcha. Alright. So sorry, what was your question? What have I seen Shad in the grocer? I'm sure, like, it's like everyone, anytime you need to buy stuff a little bit wholesale, I assume that's the place you go, no? It's like a general store.
Excellent. We can work with that. The last question is probably the most, troublesome, you see, because I have gone down to the tax, records, and I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. And
I was just go with it. I kind of liked it.
you really have never registered any product with the city. We can't really get around that unless you have some other information. But
Why would I register something with the city?
Okay, is this going to be a political machination in the trial? Can I give you some advice?
I'm not selling anything that the city would be interested in.
Can I give you some advice? In the trial, keep your political philosophy to yourself. If you want to keep your head, I would suggest that. But I'm not your master. You do you.
That's
Do
fine.
you?
The issue that I see is that if we can poke holes in the first two parts of their case, the third part doesn't even matter because they can't prove that I'm actually selling anything. So why would I register anything if they can't prove that I'm selling anything?
That's a good point. I like that.
We intimidate Kringles into silence and assassinate his character.
Alternatively,
The second part of their thing is purely circumstantial evidence.
alternatively, my dear client, we could say it's all Shad's fault.
It's all what?
Shad's.
I'm trying not to give the game away here, but
It's
Oh,
all
he's not gonna metagame with
Shad's fault. You see? And if we could say Shad broke in there and destroyed the records, we could tie all these witnesses to Mr. Shad Newell. You see, that is another path we could take. But I like if we can prove that you never bought anything or sold anything illegal, then we don't even have to do that. And I like that as well. So see how
Well, you're the
trial
lawyer.
goes.
I don't really know much. All I know is that it seems like their case hinges on more the first part than the second part.
Yes,
And
I agree.
I know.
And as a lawyer, I
Crinkles,
think-
what's this dude's name?
Peevis Crinkles.
Peevis Crinkles. I'm gonna have to write this down.
I like
I'm
how
never
we
gonna
call him
remember.
Kringles.
You always
Thinking
are
of
the one
potato
with a
chips.
notebook writing every name, and today he didn't have a notebook out.
But it
Pringles.
sounds like you guys got a pretty good case developing.
Nobody who's
yeah.
own
So we're gonna now
mother
cut to
doesn't love him.
Moloch Iron.
Sorry.
That's you, right?
So now we have Moloch the Goliath. So we entered the scene inside a packed arena. Thousands of bloodthirsty fans are cheering, screaming, sending a tidal wave of noise throughout the air.
So very similar.
In the middle of the sandy ground, we see numerous bones and furry body parts of creatures who were once alive and undead scattered around the ground. The last creature to still be moving is a half-beaten skeleton warrior who is near his final demise. So we have Molov versus the skeleton.
Does that make sense? A skeleton warrior who's near his final demise?
They have there's only so many times you can recharge them. It's like a Metro card. At a certain point, they just cash out and the bones
I don't mean to be
be
critical, I'm just trying to
reanimated.
understand.
They're just like,
Well,
I'm sorry,
well-
these bones are worn out.
I'm done.
He existed in his human life, died.
Oh.
Now he's a skeleton warrior.
Oh, therefore his final
So now this is his secondary and final demise.
piece. Sorry. Okay.
Assuming he doesn't get reanimated again. But I guess it's a one-time thing. You get reanimated once, and then the bones are used.
Depends on
Garbage bones.
Depends on how bad Molov iron crushes him.
Oh.
Well, I don't have
If
any
you
bone
can
to
crush
pick with this. I
iron,
was just
crushing
curious.
bone is child's play.
Okay, so now the skeleton
Bone Crusher was his
is
childhood
going
name.
to try
He's
to
moved
attack.
up to Iron Crusher now.
Do you have your shield on you?
Yes.
Okay.
The number that you got.
And that is gonna miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I-
add
I'm going
You
to
add 2 to whatever your intelligence is. You see the grayed out thing? That's what.
17 plus
So that
What was
should
that?
actually be
17?
4
Yeah,
Plus?
that's a hit.
Okay.
for Arcana.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm using my fist though, and
But
just
you
slamming right into it.
And that's for 6 hits?
Yeah, that's the
6 damage?
6. Yep.
Okay. Alright, so with Molov's strike, he sends his fist into the skeleton's head and it just shatters. With one single tooth flying up into the air. And Molov, with his hand out, just flips it up and catches it. And that is the end of
That's
Mr.
his signature move.
Mr. Skeleton.
The tooth top is what he calls it. Practice that in front of the mirror like
Exactly.
50 times.
Because he ran out of teeth because he was punching himself.
What's your name? Never mind.
After defeating the last of the myriad of foes, the crowd is in a near frenzy, cheering for their champion, Molov Iron Crusher, Killer Colossus of the arena. He collects a single tooth from all of his fallen challengers and holds them up in his hand and roars to the audience, whose frenzy heightens even more. After playing to the crowd, then he nonchalantly turns and exits the arena through the guarded gate that he has traversed through so many times before. But tonight is different. Tonight will be his last night spent in this hellhole. He will make his escape, either through the door or through death.
Wow.
Night falls.
That's the optimism that you need when you're planning something like this.
One way or another, baby.
I'm getting out.
Wow. Motivation.
Alright, so now we are going to cut back to the court case. And we start with...
Are we in court again?
Yep.
I assume we've... okay. I'm wearing my nicest clothes. There's like... They're black, so you can't see any blood stains or anything. And I've got my leather belt on. Some tassels, wherever tassels would be appropriate, I guess. I don't really know.
Or inappropriate.
I'm not tassel proficient, so.
Yes, I'm wearing my set of fine clothes, and
Oh, look at
art
this
looks
guy.
very regal.
Yeah, I'm a lot more impressed now.
Yeah.
So we're now all dressed for the part.
Yes.
Excellent. So the prosecutor stands up. Mr. Crinkles, will you please tell us what happened on an evening of last midweek?
Crinkles?
Crinkles.
With a K. Okay,
With a
thank
K.
you.
2 Ks or just one?
Just one.
Okay.
If we went 3, then that would just be so.
But appropriate.
It truly is racist.
Notorious.
As I am
neighborhood
finding out.
racist.
So, all the
The
different
whole Crinkle family is just white trash.
character flaws that this character I half made has.
Collaborative storytelling.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. Well, sure. I was coming home from my friend's house late that night, towards midnight, and
Coming home from his
I
friends.
happened to look down and
Friends.
silence.
As your attorney, I advise you to shut up.
He's lying. He's lying.
Your
Coming
Honor,
home from the tavern.
Your Honor, I apologize for my
Everyone
client.
knows.
Mr. LeBeau, would you please silence the defendant, please?
Shut up or 7 gold.
And continue, Mr. Crinkles. And I happened to look down an alleyway, and I saw that dwarf in the alley with 5 casts looking around kind of shifty-like, and then I saw Shad Newell give him a few sacks of gold, and some other guys came and took the casks away. Then the dwarf went away real quick-like. And is this Shad Newell you saw, renowned collector for the head of the underground? Yeah, that's him, all right. And the dwarf in question that you state to have seen is Ethan Hall, the one in this courtroom today? Yes, sir, it sure is. Thank you, Mr. Crinkles. No further questions. And the magistrate says, your witness.
I feel sorry for my colleague, Mr. the Prosecutor. I don't think we got his name. He has to call such a...
Comes from a long line of prosecutors.
Yes.
Mr. the Prosecutor.
His family name, Mr. the Prosecutor, yes. Mr. the Prosecutor.
The third.
Frederick the Prosecutor.
Let us dissect this story of Mr. Crinkles. Mr. Crinkles, what time at night would you say this approximately happened at?
It was, I think it was around midnight, maybe a little bit after. Around there, yeah.
So would you say it was dark in the alley?
Well, yeah, sure, I guess.
Yes, so it's dark in the alley, and how close were you to, allegedly this alleged deal that, went down?
I don't know, maybe 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay, that's a good number right there. That's what I wanted to hear. So, I have to ask you, Mr. Crinkles, you seem to have a very keen sense of sight, and I hold up like one of those eye cards.
Oh, we got my cousin Vinny.
And I say,
He was making grits, so he couldn't wear his glasses.
Mr. Crinkles, could you read the top line for me? And I don't know what kind of roll this would be. I assume this would be some sort of roll. It's like deception or...
It would be sleight of hand because it looks
Right.
like an F, but it's actually an E, and you have your finger over the bottom part of the E. So he's going to say F, and then you move your finger, and you're like, oh, it was an E! He can't see shit!
I like that. I could do that.
Actually, yeah, that would probably...
All right, yeah. So I have a big sign with an E over it. My hand's over it.
Only the best lawyers.
Either that or it'd be a deception check in which...
Either of them
He
is...
reads it, and you go, no, sir, and like maybe switch the card real fast with like a sleight of hand or... Yeah.
Either
So
of
go
those
with
is fine.
sleight of hand.
All right.
Some kind of sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's a 23. So he
So he reads the top line and reads...
Can I make a check to see if I notice his sleight of hand? Just as one criminal to another shady, I want to see if I can check the... so perception?
Yeah.
And I don't know what number I have to
I'm
do.
having a blast just listening.
Alright, so I got a 17 for my perception. Not enough to see the...
I would say that's enough that you see a little...
I see something. I couldn't see what he did, but I see that he did something.
You
I'm
see
like,
you see a little bit of the... You see a little bit of the game. You
Okay.
see a little bit of the game.
cool.
So, Crinkles reads the top line, and, it says EHFP, and that's what he reads.
Mr. Crinkles, I hate to impugn your eyesight. You're so fabulously renowned eyesight, but you missed this letter right here. This is actually an E, and I show the. Is there a jury or just the judge?
Well, there's not really a
There's like an
jury,
audience.
but there's the whole audience.
Play the crowd. Play the
Play
crowd.
the crowd.
And I say, as the audience can see, this is plainly an E. So I have to question Mr. Crinkles' credibility here.
And
So you hear a ooh.
there's full light
all
in the
around
courtroom too.
Right. And another question, Mr. Crinkles. What were you doing so late at night? Were you perhaps drinking, my dear Crinkles?
I told you I was at my friend's house.
And what were you doing at your friend's house?
We were playing.
You were drinking, were you not?
I don't believe I was.
You don't believe you were drinking, but you do believe that it was my client you allegedly saw in the alleyway.
I'm not sure what one has to do with the other, but yeah, no, I saw him. I saw him.
He was saying which friend he was saying.
Who among your miscreant friends were you visiting that night, Mr. Crinkles?
I was visiting my friend Stalwart. Yeah, Stalwart.
Stalwart.
The place where he alleged that he saw us is not in between his home and Stalwart. So.
And am I correct in saying that Mr. Stalwart lives on the opposite side of the city from where this supposed back alley deal took place, Mr. Crinkles?
No, it's he lives probably right around the corner from there. So why don't you go ahead and throw down a
I don't even.
intimidation?
Yeah. 20.
Alright, I'd say you'd be thoroughly intimidated if you started yelling at him.
Mr. Crinkles, I implore you not to lie to the audience and this
He's under
most
oath.
holy court.
I don't know if he is under oath or not, but
I say he's under oath.
You are under oath, I remind you.
Alright. I couldn't say for sure if it was him or not. It was dark. I thought it was, but I don't know.
And one last question, Mr. Crinkles.
Oh God, what?
Did anybody implore you to testify, falsely I might add, that my client was a participant in this alleged deal?
So he kind of makes like a couple quick shift eyes towards the prosecution, and he says, no.
It's okay, Mr. Crinkles. You can tell us if it happened. The point of this court is to get to the bottom of things. And we cannot do that without your full cooperation.
So at this point, Crinkles just starts crying, and the magistrate says, I've had enough of this. Thank you, Mr. Crinkles, you may go.
I'm making death stares at Crinkles as he exits the stand.
Oh, and he feels him. He feels him, and he's not even, he can't even
I know
look.
people.
Yeah,
he knows I know people.
and I
He
go,
made his play.
I go back to Ethan and I do one of those things you see in court where they like pat him on the back and
We'll talk while covering the microphone.
exactly.
Okay, so now some time has passed. The magistrate went to his chambers to deliberate and comes back and says, after hearing from the prosecution and the defense, it is in the opinion of this high court that we cannot conclusively prove that this dwarf, Ethan Hall, is indeed guilty of the crime stated previously. However, it is the opinion of this court that although it cannot conclusively be proven, there is enough suspicion to warrant banishment of Ethan Hall from the city of Neverwinter for no less than 15 years' time. Mr. Hall, you have until high noon today to gather whatever belongings you can and leave this city.
It's still
Court
full
is
rate, by
adjourned.
the way.
What?
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor, for that most just ruling. Do you want to
What?
Buddy, do you want to live?
The prosecutor, in a silent, stoic rage, has no intention of letting this dwarf live to see another day.
Ooh. Hi. What? Oh,
I told you there were a couple things I added.
that doesn't give me. Can I get an extension? Can I have till the end of the week to get my affairs in order? This is not justice.
So now this also leaves you guys the setup where you do not have the money to pay him. So now he's going to stick around with you.
Oh, I was never gonna pay him.
Well, so now
Why do you think I agreed immediately? It didn't matter what you were gonna say.
But now he's going to stick to you like glue. And
I didn't think that far ahead. It was an immediate problem that needed an immediate solution.
Okay, so now let's cut back to Moloth. Night falls.
Oh, that's funny.
Moloth lies still in his cage while the other warriors around him sleep. Each one is housed in an open iron cage with flat strips of iron running vertically and horizontally in a square-shaped pattern. The guards regularly make their way through the pathways in between the rows of cells to make sure all is well. So now here comes the game for Moloth. To win your freedom, you will need to convince a guard to get close enough to your cell so you can acquire a key or pass a successful strength check to tear the door from its hinges. What you gonna do?
Oh, God.
How many guards are there generally walking through at one time? Is it like just one? Or is it like two?
Roll me a perception check.
22.
That's a
Like
good
how the
perception
die
check.
just kind of splatted on
Yeah,
the
it did.
It's magnetic.
Welcome to 22.
It's like the Jumanji die.
Did you notice it also shifted 2 inches to the left?
My God!
That's amazing.
That was kind of. I just went.
All right, so with the 22, you've been watching the past few days just to see what their routine is like. The guards usually come in pairs, and it looks like there's probably about 3 different sets of them that come by at different intervals.
Let's see.
You
So,
timed it by the dripping of the water at the side of the cell. That's your clock in this hell.
I think I'm gonna go with the
43.
trying to
minutes.
tear the door off.
Okay.
Very Goliath of you.
Go ahead and throw down a strength check.
Well, if it was one guard, I would have tried to
Mm,
persuade him or do something, give me a key. But
sure.
2 guards.
Oh, you need a weapon? The door's a weapon.
Whoa!
Nice, yeah.
4 plus 7.
You can bash. You can smash.
11.
11. Nope. Guess I gotta wait.
A
for
couple
the
of the hinges start to creak a little, but you didn't get it on that one. I mean, you can try again.
Alright, I'll try again. 16 plus 7.
23.
Thank you.
Where's that calculator?
So from loosening it the first time, you just kind of let out a silent Hulk, rip this thing right from its hinges, and door's open. What do you want to do?
First I'm gonna stick my head out, make sure nobody heard me.
I mean, your cell is open. You can see all around you.
Oh.
So
True. I guess I would know.
That's a funny scene.
You got the open one.
Yeah. With the cartoonish. Okay, so yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna start heading for the exit then, in as stealthily as I can. So, stealth check.
Still check.
Damn.
23.
Fucking stealth.
Natural
That's
20.
tiptoe level of stealth.
Alright, so
Wow.
you crouching tiger, hidden dragon.
Aren't you like 8 feet tall?
So he runs along the top of the trees to get a...
He runs on individual flakes of sand. But even with that awesome stealth check, the noise from the cell door did alert 2 guards. And
Oh. You didn't notice them when you looked both ways. Damn.
He was looking so
Yeah.
I didn't look in front of me.
you did the side to side, you forgot before. Alright, so let's roll initiative.
Alright. 1.
You used up all your good rolls.
I guess so.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Apparently, this die's like you're either gonna do
So,
great
there's
or
only
you're gonna
3
die.
of you, so like, it's not that big of a deal being at the end of the order.
Nah.
Okay.
Only has 13 health, but yeah, other than that, it's great.
Well, I mean, it's not like he was gonna
first
take
level.
one of them out in one hit anyway. So they were both gonna,
That's true.
you know, with only 3, it rolls over so quickly anyway that
Do you have 2
you
attacks
know,
yet?
if there were 7 people
What?
going first, it's a lot.
Do you
bigger
get 2
of a
attacks per
deal.
turn at first level or no?
I don't
you get
think
2
so.
attacks at 5th level.
Yeah.
Though if you are a frenzy barbarian and you frenzy rage, but that kicks in at level 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah.
Level 3.
Yeah, I'm just a
So-
fighter.
So
All right, so
you can second wind. That
Yeah, I
might
know.
come in helpful in this particular battle.
Or I have Stone's Endurance.
Oh yeah, that will also potentially help. Hopefully it won't come to that.
Hopefully not.
all right, so we have your AC.
Or Stone's Endurance is like another second wind, right?
Kind of.
You gain health based on your like
On the
it's a
D12
die roll plus
plus
your
my
con mon.
constitution.
Yeah. So which is that an action or a bonus action?
I can occasionally shrug off an injury. When taking damage, I can roll a d12 and add my constitution. And I get to
Nice.
use it once, and then I have to take a short or a long rest.
So does it reduce the damage by that amount, or do you gain health? It reduces the damage.
yeah.
Okay, so it's a reaction.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
When taking damage,
Yeah.
Is that
Not
racial
number
or is
one.
that?
it
That's racial, yeah,
reduce
that's a lot.
damage
That's nice.
by
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah, I
really nice.
reduce the damage.
Works
by
really well, so you can like, you can reduce damage, and also you can heal yourself with the second wind. So very synergistic.
All right, so the first guard missed, the second guard hit, and take 2 points of damage.
Probably not worth Stone's Enduranceing that.
No.
So now it is your turn.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna go
Are
for.
you still holding the door?
No, I don't think so. I think I probably will put that down.
Because it's probably a better weapon than your fist, or maybe your fists are better. I don't know.
My fists are instant 6
Instant 6.
damage.
Really?
Yes.
What? Okay. Hit him with your fist.
He is an 8-foot tall Goliath.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty
nice.
much holding my shield, and I have my fist.
Right.
I have a sword, but
Oh, you
it's the
have a
same
shield.
as my
How do you have your
fist.
shield?
So.
You don't have your shield. Does he have his shield?
Yeah, he gets in the arena. They keep their stuff in their cells,
Oh, that's nice.
but there's so that
But not the weapons.
what's that?
But not the weapons.
Oh no, he keeps his weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have a weapon.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
okay.
my weapon's basically the same as using my fist.
Right.
It's just with a weapon, I might get less.
6 a pop.
All right. Go for it. Sorry. I didn't want to slow stuff down. My bad.
That's okay. 18 plus 7.
That's a hit. Which
Not-
one do you go for?
I'm going for the closer one. This one.
Okay.
Let's see, that's about 1.3 inches.
And are you using fist for 6?
Yep.
Oh, it's not the hypotenuse, so.
You just see the look on his face.
Well, he's facing this way, so I just consider that one closer.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Okay.
the guard you just hit took a mighty blow and is a little bit staggered, but still in the game. And he's going to try to retaliate, and he misses.
Nice.
Oh my god.
And the wall.
And the wall falls down, and everyone dies.
Pay no attention to the man behind
And the
the
walls.
dungeon screen.
I thought I heard a hint
Ooh.
of Thorgar Lorekeeper over there. The gods are truly among us today.
And the second guard misses as well, and it
Nice.
is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna attack the same guy, same way.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to go for the farthest one?
That was
Ooh,
Oh!
that's
Crit
nice.
fail.
Oh!
That's a
All right,
miss.
you go for the punch, and he ducks this one, and you punch a Moloth fish-shaped size, hole into one of the stones and crushes it. And it kind of hurts your hand a little bit. little dingy on the hand. Little dingy on the hand.
Jerk.
So actually, for one turn, that hand is incapacitated. Can't use it.
Oh.
So now it's that guard's turn again, and that's not going to be enough. But that nat 20 is.
Oh,
Ooh, boy.
I think you might want to use your stone's endurance on this one.
Well, the other one was only 2 points. So.
But you can reduce the damage from the crit. Would be great.
Yeah, so this one's going to be 7
Yeah.
points of damage.
I'm gonna use the Stone's Endurance, I guess, for
I
that
think
one.
that's the move.
So that deducts it by half.
No, he has
No,
to
I gotta roll
Oh.
D12 plus my Constitution modifier.
Damn.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Wipe out that hole at the next one.
That's actually more than my health.
It probably doesn't. Yeah.
2 plus
3.
3, 5. So
take
2.
So you take 2 damage, yeah.
But that doesn't scale, right? That's just like your D12. You don't get like 2 D12s at level 5 or something.
Alright,
No,
Moloth's turn.
no, it doesn't scale.
Yeah.
But your con,
great for
your
now.
con modifier
Right,
goes
that's true.
up, so
Yeah.
if he's a fighter, you have all those ability
it's my
score
turn again?
increases. You
Yeah,
could
that
get
was a
to 20
reaction
con
to-
pretty easily, so
Oh,
plus
okay.
5 isn't bad. But yeah, it's definitely a lot stronger at lower levels.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll
But I
be.
mean, it's something like this, it's perfect.
Does it take my turn to pull out the sword?
No.
Since I can't use the hand at the moment? No?
You can't put away and pull out in the same turn. That sounded raunchy, but yeah, you can't like stow a weapon and draw a weapon in
Okay.
the same turn.
Okay. So since I had no weapon, I'm just drawing.
Exactly.
Cool.
You can't drop a weapon and draw a weapon.
9 plus 7. Oh,
60.
16.
That is a hit.
Awesome.
Who'd you go for?
Oh wait! Your hand was incapacitated this turn, so you can't punch people.
Yeah,
right?
he used.
Yeah, I
his
used my sword.
Oh, okay.
With the other hand?
Yeah.
So you
Which
can't.
is
And,
one
and
D8.
actually, I'll say since you're using your non-dominant hand, roll again with disadvantage.
So I'm confused because you're holding your shield as well. So now you're swinging with the shield hand.
Well, I'd figure I could still pick up a sword. I just can't.
Incapacitated is like
You can't take.
I'm assuming it's like your funny bone got hit and your hand's numb. You can't like do.
Okay.
So you might want to just dodge this turn.
Dodge. How do I do that?
It's your action, and basically all attacks against you have disadvantage for until your turn again. So you can't
Yeah,
attack.
that's one of
Yeah.
So like for
like
your
this,
turn,
yeah.
you don't have to do a
there's
straight
dodge
attack.
action,
There's like
which
a-
is nice.
There's different
Somewhere
actions you
in
can
the fighting
take.
section.
I
there's,
don't
like,
have
some
to
actions you can
always
take.
attack.
Yeah.
Like you can also.
And also,
do
when
help,
you
which,
attack,
like,
you don't have to do a
basically gives
normal
advantage to
attack.
your
There are
allies.
special attacks you can do, like shoving and grappling,
Yeah.
which work a little differently than a normal attack. They don't like target the AC. It will be like athletics.
Yeah, it'll be a strength versus strength or athletics versus...
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so
Oh.
I would recommend dodging.
Yeah,
at
I'll,
this point.
I'll dodge. How do I dodge?
You just say you're
that
gonna
you're
dodge,
dodging.
and then when I attack you, I do it with disadvantage.
It's all on his side.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna dodge.
All right, it's good.
Yeah,
This is
I
good.
like
We can explore.
I
Some
didn't
of
know I
the-
could do that.
This is like the advanced side of combat for 5th edition.
I've just kind of,
What's
you
my
know,
AC?
well,
Dodge.
Nick
Yeah,
and Bill
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I just kind of walk up and I always hit.
he's the old Nintendo.
And for example, once I reach
Alternatively,
higher
just pick 'em
levels
up
as a
and throw 'em.
rogue, I believe you can dodge as a bonus action, which is, or no, maybe not dodge. You can disengage, dash, and hide.
Well, that was a
but
good
there are
thing
some
you
people
dodged.
who can dodge. Like monks, I think, can dodge as a bonus action if they use key.
Yeah.
So, it's
All
cool.
right,
It's
so-
a cool mechanic.
With
Very much.
thanks to your dodge action, both guards miss, and it's back to
Nice.
your turn, and your hand is feeling better enough to
Like,
use again.
like the wind,
Awesome.
8-foot-tall Goliath dodges their attacks.
I mean, maybe dodging is not, yeah.
Yeah.
not exactly dodging when you're Goliath.
Well, I mean, if
more
I step,
active defense.
all I have
yeah.
to do is like step back. You know what I mean?
I'm seeing it more like you're swatting their attacks out of the way. Like he swings with his sword and you just kind of like help his elbow along and just spin him around in a circle.
Like the giants in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Swipe.
Okay. So I have my fist again. I'm going for that same guy. I almost took him out with my
The
dice.
closer one.
18. Yep.
As a hit.
Yeah, can you do that as an alternative? Just...
So was that fist or sword?
Fist.
Okay.
Got him.
Ah, sweet. The lawyer just took the other guy out for me.
Alright,
It's only 5 gold.
with that last attack, that guard is done.
Nice.
So now we
I'm
have,
assuming he just
So
got
what's your
blasted
health total?
13.
13.
13.
So you're down to 9 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guard goes to swipe again and doesn't connect.
Nice. Now it's down to 1. Things become exponentially easier.
Or not.
Or not.
I mean, you don't have to hit every time. You have half the attacks coming back the other way. And keep in mind that on a crit, the guy did 7 damage. So you sitting at 9, you should be pretty good.
True.
And he missed as well, so it's
Nice.
okay.
No. Okay.
A lot of whiffing going on in this hallway.
It's like, it's like when you're 12 and you like play with stick fights.
22.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's a definite hit.
Nice.
Going with the fist.
Yup.
Fisty. All right, you punch him in the gut.
Old fisty.
Little bit of blood comes from the
Giant
mouth of old Fisty.
Piston-like fists coming out.
Rock'em sock'em robot sound.
Yeah, exactly. Heads popping off.
That is an epic miss right there. Okay. Moloth, can he do it?
Alright. I'm gonna pull out my sword for the last
Ooh.
strike, hopefully, and kill him with my sword.
Fancy.
13 plus 7.
20.
20.
Hit.
So what? D8.
Carry the 4.
So you're gonna need an average roll or better to beat fist damage, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Plus I get to add my 2 for the dueling fighting stuff.
Oh, wow, okay. So you have a... Okay, never mind then.
8, 10.
Nice.
Damn.
Yes. That
Wait, do
guard-
you have a 20 strike?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
What?
Nice.
He did.
How?
He set his up with a random roll
Oh,
and
okay.
hit 20 on strength,
Alright.
Because of the,
which was a good.
I had 18, and then with the Goliath,
Mm-hmm.
strength you get plus 2.
Alright.
Constitution you get
So that's
plus
what happens
1.
when you roll for stats sometimes.
Yes,
That's the motivation to roll.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, except when it goes the other way and you're like.
Although I have to admit, I played some low stat characters, and it's usually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because you have to be pretty clever.
Oh, you got definitely some challenges to overcome. But it was a good thing you finished him off when you did, because he was 1 turn away from calling for help and reinforcements.
Alright.
Alright, so now we have.
They completely vanished.
Important character point. I assume Molath goes and rips some teeth out.
Yes.
Good,
So
good,
yeah,
good,
so
good,
just so you know, your sword is always going to do more than your fist for damage. I didn't realize that the reason you had a 6 for your unarmed strike was because you have 20 strength, so like your minimum damage with the sword is going to be 6. Actually, with dueling, it's going to be 7, 8 damage, because you have the 5 from 20 strength. You have
Your
2
proficiency.
from dueling, and then whatever you roll on your die. So the minimum to roll on a die is 1, so it's going to be an 8 minimum.
Oh, I always forget that I had
And you
strength.
also,
to
when you hit them with the
damage.
unarmed strike, will actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure your minimum damage is going to be 7 or 8, not 6, because you add your dueling. Like, dueling works with a fist as well as a sword.
Well, shit.
Alright, so the
Yeah, having 20 strength at level 1 is ridiculous. Like, that's absurd. I've never heard of that before.
So to expedite this a
STD.
little bit, so here we go. You now need to pass 15 rounds to escape the arena with random encounter rolls.
Ah.
So, if you do land on a random encounter, we will assume that you have passed, but we'll take away 2 points of damage for each encounter. So, hit too many random encounters, you don't make it.
Oh.
So go ahead and start.
13. Do I add any, or is it just straight 13?
This is just going to be straight rolls.
Okay.
And so you pass the first one undetected.
1.
Pass the second one undetected.
With a 1? Wow.
Like I said, well,
Because they're random numbers you
Yeah,
play.
I randomly generated like from this number to this number, this number to this number. So it's all a mixed grab bag. So it's all dependent on how you roll. And so it's not a 1 to 20 favor score.
Right.
It's just
So just
where
keep
you
ripping
hit.
off the rolls. You got a lot to get through.
Oh, I
So
see. That's fine.
rapid fire them.
3.
That did hit. So you advance, but you lost 2 more points of health.
You stepped on a
So
Lego.
can he use his second wind during this process? Is that kosher?
Or no?
Well, we'll see if he needs it.
Yeah. No
well,
surprise. 7.
Nope.
Yeah, you still have a little bit more, but what, if you get really low, that's going to be an important
8.
question. So.
Nope. You're good.
1.
You continue to go by without detection or problem. But the guards are feverishly looking for you.
4.
You can hear them in the background, but they do not see you.
20.
Nope.
5. Let me know when I get to 15, because I stopped.
That was another hit, so you take another 2
yeah.
points of damage.
So can he
I have no
use
idea
his
how many
second
you're at.
wind?
I think that was 2.
That's 8.
Yeah, I'd
It's
allow
a
it.
bonus action. You might want to think about using your second wind now.
Yeah,
D10
5.
plus 1, I believe.
Well, it's 2 damage every time, so you can wait. But
Right, but
yeah.
like who knows what's going to happen next? Like even
Right,
after you
right,
do
right,
these
right.
15 rolls, you might, you know.
Which do we know how many rolls he's at?
Because also
You
keep
can
in
do.
mind that this one, I don't know about your stone's endurance, but your second wind recharges on a short rest, not a long rest.
He's
So
on
let's
his
say
11.
after you finish with this, just
5.
keep in mind that you can use it.
Still good?
What the second one do one more time?
It heals you.
16.
Nope. You good?
18.
Close, but nope. Guards whisked by you, but you were
Now
able to hide.
I'm going to use
And
the.
now you see
Or
kind of the
for a great
light
yes,
at the door at the end of the tunnel. It's
and
getting
it will
close.
be this one.
I'm going to use second wind real quick.
No problem.
D10.
It's starting to be
I like that you use
What
it.
are your hit points down to?
This.
Nobody uses a
It's
great
the
club.
weirdly,
It's awesome. Very flavorful.
He's at 5, I
That's
think.
weird. It's like 2D. It's
You have
1D.
8?
13 minus 8.
just one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
5.
okay. I thought it was some weird
Okay.
thing that nothing else was, but I could be wrong. Probably thinking of
D10
Wait,
plus my
something.
fighter level.
Before, I remember seeing
1, 2. I get to add 2.
Alright, so you're up to 7 points.
Evil thing.
Holy
What?
cow.
That was a big energy surge right there.
Oh, you second winded?
Yeah.
How much did you get?
2.
Oh,
He whiffed.
He drank a cup of coffee. He's like, oh, I feel a little bit better.
Alright, you got 3 more.
11.
That is 2.
Yep, that
What is
hits.
14.
That one misses.
Did you say the one hit or no?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
11
there's
hit.
one that hits, so you're back down to 5.
Great club is simple weapons, isn't it?
Great sword is 2d6.
Oh, it's great sword. You don't have a
16?
great sword, though.
No. You kidding? That's expensive.
Okay, so with
Yeah.
that last roll,
Also, I don't think you're proficient
you
in it as a sorcerer. It's not a
run
simple
towards
weapon.
this door
Right.
made of
Oh
wood,
wait, you're not proficient in simple
break it
weapons.
down,
This
and
is
you
easy.
have escaped.
So you are
But
actually
the
proficient.
guards
with
are
the
hot on your tail.
unless it's a racial thing,
Yeah, that's
or
right.
unless this thing isn't accurate.
Background, I think.
Alright, so now we come to Ariev.
I'd be surprised if it was in the back. Oh, I think that's you. You're up.
Oh, hello.
We'll deal with this later.
Oh, hello.
Well, much like his character, is very polite.
Well, yeah. Alright.
Alright. We come into the scene of a peaceful, serene field. Butterflies are fluttering amongst the tall grass and wildflowers. The leaves of the trees are heard rustling and swaying on the wind. Standing in the middle of the field, we see a large creature that stands like a human but bears the physical characteristics of a dragon, or some less cultured folk would say a giant lizard. He is still as a stone, gazing across the open field to the horizons of mountains far, far away in the distance. As the scene closes in closer and closer to this character, we see a pained look on his face and a struggle in his eyes. His hands, clasped tightly into fists, shake and start to glow. His eyes fill with numerous dancing colors of blue, red, yellow, shades of purple, and gold. The wind picks up power and speed around him as he hears the shrieks and wails of his family, friends, and former clan being annihilated. But their names, their faces, and the person responsible for such horrors of the past escape his mind. Tormented by his failure to reach the far recesses of his memory to recall this information, he can no longer hold this surging power within him, and with a thunderous roar he aims his fists to the heavens to send this magical power flying skyward, where he hopes nothing will be harmed. This attempt to control his wild, surging magical power has failed. Exhausted, the dragonborn prince falls to his knees and weeps. After some time, the serenity of the field and the dragonborn's training is interrupted by the yelling of men. As he turns and looks towards the road, he sees a hulking Goliath, bloody and tired, being pursued by 5 men bearing spears and nets. The Goliath, tired of running, stops and turns towards his chasers to make his last stand. What do you do?
How far off am I?
Probably about 25 feet.
Oh, okay. So relatively close.
Yep.
And so there's 5 against him, you said, or?
I was checking the range of your breath weapon.
I know.
Giving me old fiery welcome.
So they're dressed, obviously in the short time that I'm seeing this, what do these 5 guys look like? Do they look like they're some type of authority, like they're a guard, or do they look like they're just...
Yeah.
Slavers.
Yeah, they look like they're guards, but not like a royal regal kind of guard. It's much simpler, but they're all uniform. They all look like they're donning the same stuff. They all have spears and nets. So you're looking at this situation as 1 guy versus 5, and clearly he's trying to escape. You're not sure what the situation is or what if he's done something or whatever, but so now it's kind of going to be up to your instinct to defend this half-beaten Hulk who you kind of relate to because of his size and looking abnormal.
So you're saying he's somebody to look up to?
Well, more someone you see eye to eye with.
So do these guards have a sort of like slaughtering dragonborn communities kind of look about them? Do they look like killing the innocent kind of spears and nets?
They look like
giving someone maybe PTSD flashbacks, perhaps.
That's what I'm trying to get. Is is this more of a Frankenstein scene where it's kill the monster, or is it they're just trying to apprehend him?
Well,
they have nets.
Yeah,
so.
you see it.
Yes.
You see it as it could go either way.
Okay.
Obviously, they're not intending good things for this guy.
You're gonna go to your birthday party whether you like it or not.
No, Mommy, I don't want it.
He really doesn't like cake. So, yeah, I think from here it's going to be dipping more into your personal character background and the choice that you would make.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think it's pretty obvious. Ooh, look, a butterfly. No.
And the Goliath is dead.
We pan to the dragonborn chasing the butterfly while in the background the slaughter is going on.
Yeah.
While some nice classical music plays.
He runs over and
So
asks
when
for
we
one of the
when we
nuts.
do the LARP version of this scene, that's what it'll look like. Jim in the back chasing butterflies while Charles is throwing people around.
Bodies flying every which way. All right, I'll close about half the distance, and I'll just halt.
All right. So, hearing this halt, all of a sudden from the field, the guards turn most of their attention, not completely, but towards the field and see this dragonborn and kind of go, "This doesn't concern you, freak."
There's a lot of them in here. Neverwinter is like kind of a trashy city.
Shady town.
Yeah.
Why do you wish this creature harm?
He's a person.
He belongs to us, and we're taking him back.
What has he done?
He killed 2 of our men escaping the arena. Now back off and stay out of it.
I was drugged and brought to that arena and forced to fight.
I'll close another few feet. I will ask you once, ignoring my hit point count.
Attaboy.
Leave this creature alone.
So, looking at the 2 of you, actually, why don't you go ahead and throw me an intimidation check too?
Alrighty.
Damn.
Plus something.
They all run screaming.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't know what that laugh was about. Whether that was like a 1 laugh or I guess it was a 20 laugh.
So two go, okay, and book it, and now there's the 3 of them still.
That's why they wear brown pants.
Sort of the
For
blood theory, but a
situations
little
like
different.
this, yeah.
So now we cut back. Art and Ethan have been traveling out of the city for about 3 hours when suddenly they hear men approaching on horseback from
You know you still owe me that gold, right?
a good distance away.
Well, the way I see it,
No, there's no way you
win
see it.
and we didn't lose.
No.
So I don't see there was no part of the agreement.
Art
It
is
was
your
5
head.
if you win and 2 if you lose. But this is neither winning nor losing. So
Is
the way
your
I see it, I
head
don't know you
attached to
anything.
your body?
Oh.
Jesus.
Their bickering is interrupted by a group of horses, and faint voices can be heard on the wind. There's that scummy dwarf and his friend after them.
Oh shit.
You really want to stiff me again?
I don't even hear him. I'm booking it. Stubby legs are pumping.
Ethan and Art look at each other and start to run as fast as they can, but they cannot outrun our men on horseback. Soon enough, the men have almost caught up to them,
Story of my life.
but suddenly, in the road,
Always left short.
they come on a sight they did not expect to find. A Goliath and a dragonborn dispatching some armed guards that have been attacking them.
You know anything about this?
I did not expect to find this.
Okay, that makes 2 of us.
They stopped to take in this sight, and now the men on horseback have caught up to their targets,
Kind
but
of a
also
rock and a hard place situation here, my friend.
also catch a glimpse of the sight of the dragonborn and the Goliath. So we'll say that in the meantime, you took out another one of these guys. And
Nice.
All right.
Teamwork.
so now you got 3,
God damn it.
2.
So we're back to 5. Man, I was feeling so happy.
Look at Ethan and Art like. So now, we got quite the standoff. You guys are all eyeing each other.
I'm down to
halfway.
5 health.
So we've got like Team Short and Team Tall here.
We totally do. Oh, that is so funny.
So, what do you guys want to do?
So I'm gonna kind of. We still have the horses on our butts. Right?
They're right here.
They're right there. They're going a lot faster than we are.
Well,
so what's the road look like?
They're stopped now.
Oh, they stopped.
They have caught up to you. They have stopped seeing these two characters, and all this is going on. So it's like that pause you see in the movies where two battles sort of collide, and you're like, and it's that sort of Mexican standoff kind of moment.
Well, there's still 2 of those guys left, right?
Yep.
And they're uniformed, so they look like they're official, right?
Yeah, not like super official.
So
but
they represent an authority,
Mm-hmm.
which means I hate them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to instantly side with these guys.
Yes.
Just,
I like your logic.
sticking it to the man here. So I'm going to kind of just, I guess, go a bit back to back with the big dudes.
Okay.
They're facing their battle, we're facing ours. I'm going to sort of slowly back into them and kind of turn around and say, looks like you have a bit of a problem of your own.
Role playing, guys, go for it.
Honk.
I drop.
I don't know about this.
Can I just pick him up and throw him at the other guys?
Take out a few horses with it.
You could.
Dwarves are pretty dense, but all right. I don't mean that like anyway.
No, we have
It means you're thick in the middle.
birds have hollow bones. Dwarves have like
Solid
rock in their
yeah.
bones. It's a thing.
All right.
I weigh a lot.
I weigh a lot.
It's where big boned is actually like a real thing.
So this is a bad situation.
Well, I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna turn to the guys on the horses. Guys, fellas. What's going on? I didn't do anything wrong. The judge told this guy to leave town, and we left town. And why are you chasing us?
Can I pause for a second here? Just him having said that. What's this environment look like? So these guys in front of us are on horseback. How wide is the road itself?
It's a field, right?
Well, yeah, so you have the road here.
Okay, so this is like as wide as it is. We're the whole width of the road.
Pretty
how we're
much,
saying.
yeah, at
And
this point.
trees on the side or open fields?
This
or...
is open field with some scattered trees here and there, but no trees really right next to you to
Gotcha.
kind of jump behind.
Right.
This is more wooded, but still like right near the road, a little more open. The trees start a little further over.
Okay.
As I'm throwing punches, I suggest we run away for the moment as a tactical retreat into the woods.
Big fella, I hope we get off on the right foot here, but they have horses. I don't know about that. I'm not a fast runner. You might be able to tell from my.
You can jump on my back.
Well, I like that idea. Yeah, that sounds good.
So while they're talking, I'll just inhale and breathe. In other words, I'm not talking like bad breath. I'm talking like
You throw some fire.
15-foot fire cone against these two guys.
Alrighty, let's roll initiative.
I like it. So,
13.
I have flasks of oil.
Plus 1.
So
14.
depending on how much damage you do, we might try to fan the flames a little bit afterwards.
That sounds like a plan. I've only got 5 health.
I don't know how much damage your breath weapon does.
Yeah,
but-
our tank is starting at less than half health. That's not a great
It's
sign. But
2d6
Oh, nice.
or half.
A great sword. As you just
All right,
looked
what do
up.
we get? What do we get for initiative?
I got 12.
15.
19
Ooh, that's...
Damn.
plus my dex.
I had
Oh,
14.
yeah.
0, so 19.
Oh.
No flip wizard over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Initiative on that.
Yeah.
I like simple math.
I'm just making sure.
My initiative's nice and easy. It's just 1. Easy math. Oh, just that 1.
Oh, got it. No, easy math is nothing. Trust me.
True.
Just 0 modifier on everything. Whatever the dice gives you. I have 10s all the way down the board.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
Saying easy math.
You're pretty well.
What's your
for some reason.
dex, Ethan?
My dex modifier is +2.
Okay.
And so 14 dex.
Okay, so for this round.
Uh-oh. Does that mean we have dex saves coming up?
was gonna say.
What does this mean? Why do you need to know my dex?
I am a flip wizard, but
What?
a flip wizard.
Oh. Is that high dex character?
Yes, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
have a.
Yeah.
a
We've got to
+5
get
for
you
acrobatics,
in one of
so.
the yoga,
Nice.
the Yoda baskets on
Yes.
the back of
Yes.
the Goliath and the Dragonborn. What's your
Yeah.
class?
Bard.
Bard.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
nice.
is why I'm so good at
Everything.
That's the nice
have you
part
thought
about
about what kind of bard you're going into? The lore or the
lore.
Lore, yeah.
Yeah.
Lore's great.
When do you have to decide?
3.
Okay. I suspected that.
Yeah.
So what
Paladin's
spells did you
similar.
pick up?
So I got Dissonant Whispers. I got Fairy Fire.
Healing word by any?
I have Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one's
'Cause I-
touch.
Yeah, which I can swap out later.
So
I just
stay
didn't think
close
about it that much.
to the bard if you need healing.
Yeah. I figured
I
we
need
need.
healing.
We need. I need like some healing.
Where are you at?
We both probably have to take some healing.
5.
Do sorcerers get healing
5
spells?
left.
Yeah.
Then I have to take.
I have 5 health left.
But we also have hit dice
That's
as
not
well,
good.
which
Yeah,
takes
yeah,
some
yeah,
of.
but I
it's
mean,
good
No,
that
that's
you
why I
have
was
a
kind of like,
relationship.
maybe we
Yeah,
should
I
run in
agree.
the
I think
woods.
it's a good call.
And then I have touches.
Okay.
Sorry.
Touches left.
I looked at it more like
And,
strategic
Fairy
initiative.
Fire, I don't know if you said that one.
Oh, yeah.
Mine was strategic
Very fire is
retreat.
good.
Run to the woods, heal,
Very far
fight
would be
later.
Yeah, right now.
How
Are they in a
ironic.
20-foot cube?
Mine's the
I
character
think
with a
they
higher
are.
intelligence. Yet
Is
I
it?
think
I
you would
think-
have
is it
made the
one
better
character or is
choice.
it?
It's a 20-foot cube,
Oh, that's
and they all make dex
Well,
saves, so
my
you get
background-
advantage against them.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
would be good
that's-
because it procs my
Because I was a
sneak
soldier
attack.
and whatnot.
All right,
I
guys,
learned
so
that.
Sorry.
Okay.
What was your initiative roll?
We're up,
12.
and Aryav, you start, and
Nice.
you are breathing fire, correct?
Correct, and it's against the 13 DC. They have a 13
Dex save.
dex
Dex
save.
Failed save.
Save is fail.
Yeah!
So 9 points.
9 points.
Nice.
That's a 15 cones, so that hits the both of them, right?
Wow, 9 points. Good roll.
Trust me, I did the math.
So it's 9 for both of them?
9 points each.
Correct.
Yeah. And it would be. So do you know if you round up or down for the half damage? Like if it's 9?
usually
You,
round
you always round down.
Round down? Okay,
Yeah.
so it would have been 4 if they made the save.
I remember that in the beginning of the. I actually did some reading in the book.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
It's
Yeah,
always round
always
down.
It's always
round down.
it's always against you, pretty much.
So
Okay,
Fine.
so they are very much on fire, and they are rolling around prone on the ground to try to put out the flames.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Okay,
And-
I hope I come up in initiative before they do. That's all I have to say.
This could be interesting.
Okay,
Well,
so now we
Do
have...
we notice, like, first of all, this is a pretty impressive thing. I don't know how big of a noise it makes, but do we all notice that he just torched the dudes behind? Because him and I are facing the opposite direction. You probably see this.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 15.
I mean, you obviously see this, but, like, for us, do we notice that this happened behind
It
us?
is a 15-foot cone of
Yeah,
of
yeah.
flame.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
if-
but I mean, they're just completely
yeah.
back to you.
But if
Well,
it
I'm
makes
saying
like
from
a
heat
giant
coming out,
whomping
Yeah.
sound as the air gets instantly dried and
Well, I would.
Hot.
I mean, I would definitely say that after you hear some sort of interesting noise, and between the yells
oh yeah
and the sounds of flame,
oh god
And the rolling
kinda-
bird
you
bodies.
definitely did kind of go.
because I was just checking out my nails, kind of like working on the cuticles and stuff. And it's like,
Well,
oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Well, I hear that mash just really messes up the cuticles.
No, you really need to get in there
Yeah.
and work the grain with your head.
Okay,
Alright, so who's up next?
so now it's the second horseman, and he is going to throw a spear.
You got the horses right.
and he is
I'm
going.
gonna point at the halfling.
Well, these guys, well,
I don't know
they're
if
just
that
problem.
matters,
First, I'm
but-
gonna kill the guy closest.
They're gonna be like this.
And he was actually going for Art.
I'm just gonna step on him.
Closest? What do you mean by closest? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright. You've got high dexterity. Hopefully. What's your AC?
Oh, that's right.
14.
What
Okay.
type
Yeah.
of triangle?
And that
I saw
is
some.
a.
Oh, we cool. I don't know. I see what you mean.
So you can hide in between the legs of either the
That is a
Goliath
20
or the dragon.
for the hit.
Yeah, that.
Ooh,
Not a nat. Not a nat.
okay, good. I was gonna say.
Whoa, yeah, okay. Who's getting hit?
Me.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Might have to use cure wounds right away.
And that was for 4 points of damage.
Okay, could be worse.
Ow. Ow. I have a spear sticking out of me. It's literally as long as I am.
And the dwarf says, oh, that could be worse.
Walk it off. You'll be fine.
It would be a little bit better if I got paid for this shit.
I grew up on the streets, man. This is nothing. We ate spears for breakfast.
And I
And
If
now
we were
it-
lucky.
Now
So
it
did
is
he.
Ethan's turn.
and I turn to
Is this
Ethan
more
and
of
I
a
say,
brunch situation?
it would be a lot better if I had gotten paid for this shit.
Hey, if I had my equipment, I could make money in no time. But I had to leave by high noon. Is it my turn now?
It is.
So as I'm saying this, as I'm sort of bantering with him, I sort of reach back onto my belt, pull out a flask of oil, and just kind of toss it over my shoulder onto the two, uncork it, and toss it onto the dudes who are burning on the ground.
That's mean.
And
I don't think, we have to do much of a roll or anything, because each one of them only has 2 HP left. So that flask of oil just goes up and just crispy critters the rest
Okay.
of them into silence of snapple, crackling, and popping. So they,
so casually kind of bantering with him, casually tossing this over my shoulder
Oh, yeah.
as I'm kind of making my way towards the side of the road where the trees are to try to get some cover.
yeah,
from-
you just totally rocketed them from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
You're yelling at your Groot and you're, hey, that's a bird.
Nice.
So, I don't know where the closest trees are, but I have 25 feet of movement, so I'm gonna try to make my way towards the tree line and get as close as I can get. I prefer to fight this where the horses can't maneuver as well.
So do you
Is that in trees
That's the
over
second
here?
time I've
Or?
heard
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Just
this is
burn
coming from Mr. Caltrops here, so...
Yes.
Alright, so Arya, because you did the
Yeah, I knew this was coming.
bulk of the damage.
Mm.
No, I'm not wild surging you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give you the credit for the kills.
What? I
And
was
I'm
going
giv-
for the kill steal!
And I'm giving you the assists.
What? There's something very flipped about that situation.
I like that. I like that.
This is the time-honored tradition of kill stealing. It's just being completely disregarded. I'm just kidding.
I hate
I
kill
don't care.
kill steals.
Come from a gaming background. This is
By the way, I have to do some sort of rest with the whole fire breath thing. What's
yeah.
that?
Is
I
it
think I have
either
to rest
rest,
for a
short
while.
rest, or long rest?
I don't
It's
know, I'll look it up
definitely.
later.
Yeah,
I
we'll
just-
look it up.
I just
I'm
wanted
pretty
to
sure
let
it's
you
a
know.
long
I
rest.
can't
but
just-
He's talking about before he can use his fire breath again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
And I'm
so
down
now-
one flask of
How
oil.
do you
as well.
heal people?
I have.
Is it like an instant?
He
like,
needs to
I have
grope
a spell.
them.
So
He
now,
needs to grope them
so
in
now
order to
we're
get-
on
it's a touch
the
spell.
next horseman, and he is going to.
Can we
go-
draw in some trees and stuff just for
Yeah.
if you have pens?
Oh, do I?
So did you intentionally get a Goliath 20-sided die for your character, or is
Wait,
it
he's
just...
a Goliath.
coincidence?
Oh, the big one.
That's like the biggest freaking 20-sided die that you've
Yeah.
ever seen.
If you don't roll that for like important rolls, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I'll just draw.
The thing is, it
that's
always
where the tree
seems
line
to
is?
land on the low numbers.
Okay, so I was right next to Art,
yeah,
right?
it does.
Yeah.
It must have an air bubble in it
I can
or
move
something.
25 feet.
So it's slightly-
5, 10, 15,
Interesting to
20,
see.
25.
Cut
And
in
I
half.
think... Yeah, can you move me to where that is? Thank
And
you.
because you were the main target, the next horseman's going to go after you instead
Yeah.
of Art.
I assume whatever bounty they're chasing or whatever is on my head.
Yeah, they just throw a spear at me for fun.
Like win-win.
It's target practice.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
oh,
get
the
the
small guy,
kills
he's
and they
worth
chase
more.
him.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm gonna be turning to Art during all this.
And he's not even being paid.
And just kind of being
That
like,
was
I'll
a
help
19.
you guys if
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
that's
heal me a little. Just heal me a little bit. A little health, and I will help you.
And that is 3 points of damage.
I'd love starting the game that way. That's awesome.
Oh, baby. And so it begins.
And next up we have Moloth.
Ah, interesting. Which way does he jump?
Yeah, so what are you going to do?
Well, there's flames on one side of you, so I don't recommend jumping.
I could probably
into
just
those.
step over those, right?
Yeah, probably. Leaps over giant
Probably get no
bonfires
more
in a
than
single
5
bound.
Kicks the fire out of the way into the trees, blowing Ethan's plan.
Well, you should pick up the fire and throw it at the horseman.
Grab the flaming bodies, throw it into the trees this way.
Yeah.
Okay, don't
You
have to
see
worry
the
about
dwarf do a big U-turn as he's running towards the trees. And
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna. How much damage does fire damage give you?
Yeah, probably some small amount, I would assume.
Like if I were to literally just grab him real quick and just toss him towards these three, am I gonna take significant damage?
Well, there's an extra flask of oil's worth of fuel on
I would
this fire.
I'd probably throw you for like a D3 fire damage.
That's actually
Keep
what I
in
was saying.
mind, your fist/sword is going to be doing more damage than the fire.
It's more the fact I'm thinking I can throw that body and it'll stay away from me.
But you could throw your fists and do like
throw my
5 times the amount of damage.
All right, I have each one of these is 5, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be 1, 5, 10, 15,
Mm-hmm.
30.
Oh.
Take a big bite out of the horse's flank.
I am running behind that guy.
I like it. I like it.
Well, he's actually you're on sideways now.
Oh man,
Like the horse is this way, but he's
It's
facing
okay.
that way.
There's no difference really.
that's fine.
Next one is next.
All right,
one.
I'm gonna go two-handed.
Certain rules,
No,
right?
one-handed because I
Not
have the
fifth.
shield with the long
In fifth,
sword.
there's no like flanking or
Just
anything like that.
straight like
they
that.
go
Unless
with
the
all that.
DM decides to make his own house.
You
rule.
doing what now?
Taking my long sword and I'm going like that.
Ah, the
Yeah.
The overhead, the
the
tomahawk
Braves tomahawk.
chop. The tomahawk chop.
Oh.
See if I can chop the horse and the guy.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. With 20 strength, probably.
You're
Leave
thinking like
right
a Goliath.
through.
I like this.
Yeah.
13 plus 7
That's a 20.
is 20. So then it's a
1
D8.
plus 52.
That's what you need to get you through your 57 armor class or whatever it was.
4.
So 13
Plus-
plus your mortgage equals.
Okay, so it's my 4 that I rolled plus 2 for the dueling
5.
style.
Plus
So you
5.
got 11.
Yeah. You
Okay.
actually miscalculated your to hit roll. It shouldn't be plus 7. It should be plus 9.
Plus what?
9.
Because you have the proficiency.
Or no. Plus 7.
No,
No.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
you're
You're right.
right,
Right.
7.
Right. Plus
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Math.
So plus
Yes, math
so
bad.
you got an
Plus
11
2.
hit.
Okay.
Carry a 7.
So
Divide
yeah,
by pi.
Yeah.
not only
Circumference square.
does that horsebacked man who threw a spear at Ethan get cleft in twain and just kind of peel away, but you actually chunked into the horse as well, and the horse falls, knocking this guy off his horse, and he
Jesus.
is prone.
Wow. Whirlwind. I hope that they take that as a lesson that, like, there's some Pavlovian throw a spear at the dwarf, get cleaved in two, connections being made in their brains
An
here.
association.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't throw.
Fingers
spear.
crossed.
Now I'm going to say,
And that brings us to Art.
All right.
heal
so
me! Heal me!
Art looks up in shock and awe at this monster who just literally cut a guy in half, and he's just like he's sitting there thinking he's got half a spear sticking out of him. He's like, I need to be behind that guy, and so he runs over to here. And he says, big guy, if I help you out, will you protect me?
Yes.
Good answer.
He looks down and he's like, "Who is this little guy offering?"
And I'm gonna cast.
Says the mouse to the lion.
Actually, the lion's like, I heard something.
He thinks that it's like some god speaking, some disembodied voice speaking from his head.
My toe has somehow grown a voice.
That's a question. Does the Goliath even notice that it's the halfling that's talking? He thinks his sword has gained sentience. It's like, of course, sword. Of course, I'll help you.
Roll
I am. Let's see. I am 3'5".
Oh, I probably see you. Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, he's standing behind you, so it's
Yeah.
like the back of your
So,
calf talking.
I reach up and touch him like mid calf.
Smack him on the ass.
I don't think you can reach
Give
my ass.
Give him a good game.
Yeah.
Tries to smack him on the ass, has to jump a
and
little.
I cast Cure Wounds on him, and I heal him for, let's see, spellcasting ability modifier, which is just 3, so that's 7 health.
Yes, that brings me to 12.
Nice. Almost max.
Go get him, big guy. I got a lot of faith in you. I'm like this guy. And not a big fan of
You
him.
see me in the distance, arms pumping.
Are you
Running
still
in
running
place.
away?
Until my turn comes around again.
So that was Art's turn. Now we have the first horseman, who, after seeing all this loveliness, is piecing out.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, have a nice life.
Brave Sir Robin.
I'm 2 days from retirement.
And he bravely ran away.
Stuff.
Okay, so that brings us back up to the top of the order with Arya.
So let me think. There's all kinds of mayhem here. We have a jogging dwarf.
Pretty much the only
We have-
guy, you have left
There's that guy.
is this
Jogging
guy
to
who's
you,
prone
full
on the
on
ground. He
sprint to
fell
me.
off his horse and the horse ran away. So yeah, you have Ethan kind of
Running in place.
yeah, he's tending his calf from being hit with a spear. You
Well,
know.
did they Achilles me? Am I like... Did I just get paralyzed in the heel by this spear?
Not quite.
Okay.
Calf muscle.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. It just knocked it.
So I'm yowling on the ground right now.
Say, shut up, you still owe me 5 gold.
Okay. So
7 after
in
this.
in the tradition of hot,
Exile
flamey
doesn't
type
get
things.
any pay.
I fashioned a
Get
moat.
me back to
Don't ask me what it
Neverwinter
is because it's in the
Gold.
description. I have no clue
Okay.
of fire, and I don't think I'm digging anything and like filling it with water. I'm just kind of So I fling a moat of fire.
Moat of fire.
I think that'd be like
Sorry,
lava.
hurl a moat of fire. I'll have to look that up later.
It would be like
Moat
lava,
of
I
fire,
think.
whatever the hell that is, and I'll take out the guy on the ground.
That a dex throw again, or is
I
that
have
just
no idea.
Is it
happens?
Firebolt?
Firebolt.
Yeah, so that's an attack roll.
Okay, just
And then you're
simple.
going to use your spell casting attack modifier, which with your 14 charisma is going to be
Plus
plus
4.
6.
plus 6.
Yep, because you're proficient in hurling motes of fire, so you add your proficiency bonus to it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I like Firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it half
Firebolt's
hit
a
though?
fun one.
What?
19
4?
plus 6.
4?
So
Because it's
25.
half.
I would
It's
say
the
that-
bonus on the charisma,
So
which is
1d10
2,
damage.
not the charisma itself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he has an 18 in
Seven.
charisma.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Seven?
Yeah, I know, right? Everyone's stats are a lot better than mine, so...
I did okay. I'm not.
Yeah, well, I don't roll for mine. I just do the point buy, so
Yeah, I
that's
just-
going to keep me more even. I won't get the lows of the bad rolls, but I don't get the...
I'm just ultra average when it comes to dex. But
Right, but you don't have anything below average, which is nice.
I do.
yeah, well,
I just
my,
went with the standard.
my
so.
daughter. Actually,
Yeah, exactly. I do as well.
My daughter actually rolled for.
Ah,
built
good
the
luck
character
charm.
together. Yeah, so I was like,
Nice.
Okay, we'll go.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm too scared to roll for stats. For me, the sting of getting low rolls would hurt a lot more than the plus of getting high rolls.
it can be quite painful.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah, but you
I'm risk averse.
you just roll with it though.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Art looks over at this giant dragon who just cast a flame, and he's just like, "Wow, these guys are way better than that fucking dwarf."
Why, thank you, little man.
Okay, so now it is that poor unfortunate guy's turn. So he's going to take his turn standing up, waving, trying to wave fire off of him. And it is Ethan's turn.
Well, I do have another flask of Oracle. What happened to his horse?
Ran away.
Okay, so
he
we
got
have.
knocked off of it.
So one horse is had its back broken by the Goliath. This horse ran away, and the third horse ran away, but it still had a guy on top of it.
Yeah, he just peaced
Okay.
out.
So that guy is rolling on the ground.
Well, he's up now, and
Does he have his weapon in his hand? Is he a threat?
not really at this point.
Okay. I guess I'll walk up to him, and I'll just shove him over.
I love it.
You say, stay down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Get down.
push him onto the ground. So I think that's an opposed athletics check to
Yeah.
shove somebody.
Yeah.
If you want to check, do you mind if I borrow
Yeah,
your book
that's
for a
all right.
second?
Of course.
Save whatever page you're
I don't
looking
care.
to save.
I'm just jumping around.
I can. Let's see how close I get on the initial flip. I think it's around here. No, too far. Making an attack. Here we go. Got it on the second. Shoving a creature. Using the attack action, you make a special melee attack to shove a creature to either knock it prone or push it away from you. So I'm going to make an athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics. If I win, then I can knock him prone. So it's going to be roll against roll. I don't know what his athletics versus acrobatics, but whichever you prefer.
Well, I'm just gonna use his strength mod. So
Okay, that's fine. So I rolled a 5. I have a +7 to my athletics, so that's a 12.
and I got a 17.
Okay, so I go and shove him, but it doesn't really do anything.
Nice one.
But still quite impressive.
Yeah.
If I had rolled something better than a 5, I probably could have easily beaten him, but
To have that close of an end
that's
result.
why we
Yeah.
roll.
That's how we roll.
Alright, so I think it took my whole movement to walk up to him, so I can't move anymore. So I tried to shove him, so that's my turn.
Okay. Moloth.
I'm coming right up to him. And, what is he again? Is he a dwarf or anything?
A human, probably?
Human?
Just human.
Oh, okay. No, I guess I can't just step on him then.
No, he's normal size. He's normal.
Wait, does it look like... Are you walking up to try to kill him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna... Do I notice that he has this sort of murderous intent as he's walking
Throw
up?
me down a perception check.
14?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, so I'm gonna, try to be like, wait, he's unarmed and on fire, don't murder him!
He's had a bad day.
Alright. Why not?
Why not? Because, first of all, it's a pretty evil thing to do, and second of all, we don't know who he is. It'd be nice to ask him some questions before he dies. Just to see who sent him,
Says it
and if
might
there
be
might be
for the
more
best.
coming or stuff like that.
Alright. I'll do an intimidation. I'll intimidate him into telling you.
Alright.
You'll be even more on fire if you don't tell me what I want to know.
Or maybe we won't put you out if you don't tell us.
Well, and speaking of which, I just rolled a d4, and he's down to 1 hit point because he's been on fire. So, at this point, it's either you put him out or he's dead.
Alright.
And won't be able to tell you anything.
I'm gonna suggest we put him out. I like to know when people are trying to kill me who is trying to kill me.
Pick him up and just forcibly stop, drop, and roll him.
Okay.
Drag him back and
I'll just
forth on
do
the ground. Give him a little sandpaper treatment.
He's actually not going to contest that.
No, stop.
So yes, he is now put out and very put out by this whole situation. He's very, very cooked. And
But he
Yeah.
looks stable, not like he's actively dying.
no, he's
Okay.
it's close,
Okay.
but he's to a point of stability.
Now is he conscious? Can we talk to him?
He's in and out.
In and out. Okay.
He's in and out.
1 hit point? Yeah, I don't know.
Can we
Certain.
can I give him some water or something to try to revive him?
I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Alright, I'll give him some water then. I assume we're out of initiative at this point?
I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him some water and try to coax him back to consciousness to See
I'm
if we
gonna
can
walk
get
over to the
some.
guy I cut in half, and I'm taking one of his teeth.
Are you taking the horse tooth too?
Yeah, might as well.
And-
I'm guessing
and
the
those-
horse is
and
dead,
those
right?
two guys that are...
No, because I ain't killed him.
Oh, okay.
I'll collect their teeth
I like
later.
it.
I love
Okay,
that you have
so...
a tooth count going.
Yeah, after...
Goliaths like competitions and things, and they need something to
Right.
prove
Keep
There was-
them.
what they've
There
done.
was something about healing right after a battle. I forget.
We can take a short rest and use our hit dice to gain health back, but that's like an hour long. So now, if we feel safe here, we can try to take a short rest, but it's just like right in the middle
That's
of the
fine.
road.
I don't want to slow anything down.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I want to
curious.
see if more guys are coming before we try to take a short rest.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so I'm giving this dude water, trying to revive him.
Well, I'm feeling fine. I was just thinking about this guy who looks like he's a porcupine.
Oh no, he's good. I'm the one with the spear.
Yeah, he was
sticking out of it. I
healed
killed
back
him.
up.
Yeah, he healed me, so I only have 1 health missing.
Yeah. And then I hid behind him because I'm a smart little halfling.
Mhm.
Okay. And you can.
Yes.
So for the most part, you guys are in pretty good shape.
All right.
I'm gonna pick up bodies.
So I'm
while
gonna
they're-
call. I know that the
talking to
halfling
this
is
guy,
good at talking.
and I'm gonna hide
I'm not
bodies
so good
in
at
the woods over
talking,
here.
so I'm gonna call him over
Make sure
and I'm
you-
gonna
yeah,
say,
that's
"Hey,
fine.
I know we've
sure
had
he
our
knows.
differences. I'm sorry. Like, I want to pay you. All right. I just don't really have. Here's all the money I have. I'm gonna give you the 2 gold that I have. Now I know you said if you won, you wanted 5 gold, but you didn't really win. You didn't really lose either, so it's not fair to just give you the 2. Probably what would be fair to give you
I'm
like
hiding
3.5,
the bodies
but I
as
just
they're
don't
discussing stuff.
physically have that right
Over
now.
in the
So
woods
I
here.
promise to pay you when I get the
Just in
gold.
case people
Can
wander
you,
by.
Can you promise me
God damn, I keep
whenever
Let's
we,
just
we
clear
when
the
we make
scene
a
a
deal
little.
again, we'll forget about this gold and a half. But next time we make a deal, you stick to it, all right?
How about I'll do you one better. Next time we make a deal, we'll make it all official-like and get it in writing.
All right. You might not want to have me write it, but okay, yeah, that sounds great. all right. I'm
35.
I'm gonna make note that he said that. I'm like, okay, good to know. I'll have someone else write it.
What's the small print down here?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
all right.
Okay, so-
you're all right, in my book. You had a rough. You know,
It's
they
been
shouldn't
very
have,
stressful.
They
I
shouldn't
just-
have outlawed you for that garbage.
I got banished. I couldn't take any of my equipment with me. Now I'm kind of poor. I just have the clothes on my back and my caltrops and ball bearings and string and
One flask of oil.
everything I could fit in my backpack. So how about you help out? We'll figure out who these guys are,
All right,
who sent
all
them,
right,
and
all right.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been using I used a different voice in the trial.
oh yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
notice those.
But
Beyond
I-
my
all right, so I accompanied.
thick dwarven skull.
It was much more old art.
I did pick it up, but I didn't know if it was just
You know, it was
fluctuating.
well. I'm like I have like multiple personalities. Not really personalities, but I just have like multiple
Are you
people.
the
I pretend to
charlatan
be.
background?
Yes.
You have multiple
Yes.
personae.
Yes.
Okay,
You're
so
Skeeps.
this guy is
Yes, I am.
is kind of in and out, but I mean he's doing a little bit better.
We'll give him the gentle
You've given him
smack
some
on the
water,
cheek, yeah.
so he's
I'll let somebody else do that.
he's with it enough at this point now that
guess that'll-
if you want to ask him questions, he is awake.
I'll leave it to Art.
Well, I slap him in the face anyways. Not to damage him, but just because I'm pretty pissed off.
Okay.
Let me do the slapping.
All right.
I'll be the muscle, you be the
Okay.
thing.
Good
I'll
cop,
give
bad
him, I'll
cop.
give him a gentle pat on the burned part of his cheek.
Oh, please,
Hey, buddy,
please,
buddy,
no more.
you're gonna want to be quiet, and you're gonna want to answer our questions here.
I'm gonna try to stand as intimidating.
Who sent you?
4'10" frame.
He's trying to measure up to us.
I think so. Needs about 3 of him, I think.
Is
Is that a Goliath?
Our boss.
3 dwarves in a trench coat.
Yeah, name here, buddy. Why don't you tell me who's your boss?
8 feet, right?
8'1".
he's laying next
Nice.
to you.
The biggest
So and
Goliath
he's
to ever
referring to
exist.
the guy cleft in twain.
7.
Who's his boss?
Born, but still quite short compared to you.
Prosecutor.
Ah, that son of a bitch.
The prosecutor.
Mr. Prosecutor.
Mr.
you.
the prosecutor.
The prosecutor
I knew
to
he
you.
The
was.
third.
Those noblemen
Love
are
those
really
first names.
skis balls.
What does he want with us? I mean, he got what he wanted. This dwarf's not allowed in Neverwinter
Why
anymore.
does he want me dead so bad? What is it to him?
Wanted to teach a lesson to the rest.
Alright, because us from the slums don't have it hard enough.
And with that, he passes out.
Hey, well...
Well, I slap him again in the face.
I'm gonna try to grab his hand so the slap doesn't go.
No, I want to figure out if there's anybody else coming. But
Right, but this guy's obviously passed out from the pain and blood loss. We're not gonna get anything more out of him.
I don't have any more healing, so
That's fine.
pretty much it.
We'll set him up here. His comrades will find him.
Yeah.
Let's kind of,
I'd prop him up
like, we
against,
don't even
one
need
of the
to
horses.
tie him up, right?
No,
he's not going
He's
anywhere.
not coming after us.
Okay, hold on. Does anyone have, like, a piece of paper and a pen? Is that anything?
Yeah. Well, so I have a forgery kit. I assume that there's paper and pen.
Yeah. I want to leave a note on this guy.
Always leave a note.
Pin a note. Yeah, always. Exactly.
Batman was here.
No, I just want to leave a note that says, like, stop following us with an exclamation point and just pin it to his shirt so that when his buddies catch up to him.
Alright. I do that, and I also, I get, our friend Molath to come over, and I dip his giant paw in ink, and I press it up against the sheet, and I,
Ooh, can we
just
get one from
pin
him,
it.
too?
Yeah, well,
how big is this piece of paper?
I don't know. I guess pretty big. Bigger than I thought.
No.
My hand would be
It's
about
fine.
this big.
The hand, like, you only get the palm, like, part of the palm and part of a couple of fingers, but I think it would be recognizable.
Okay.
On a creative fashion, you can also just push it to the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's take his shirt off and just palm prints right on his chest.
I get
Like he got filled
Molaf
up by
to
the-
dip his paw in the. I assume that there's just like a pool of blood next
Right
to the
on
guy
his
he cut in
titty.
half.
Probably because,
Yeah.
I just killed a horse and
So
a
I
guy
say,
right there.
Molaf, come here, buddy. I don't know that his name's Molaf yet, but hey, big guy, come over here for a sec, would you?
What do you need, little guy?
Gray big guy. As
Gray big
opposed
guy.
to bronze big guy.
I want to
Gold
send a
big guy.
message to the guys that came after us here. Can you take your paw? See that puddle of blood you made? Real nice job there.
Hand.
Put it
not
in there.
Paw. Hand.
Hand. Sorry.
Not an animal.
So
Don't mean to insult
As
here.
an aside, this guy who just passed out, was he wearing any armor of any kind, or?
Nothing official.
Okay. Because I'm looking to upgrade, I
Alright,
didn't
I'll
have time
do
to
that
take
for
my
you.
stuff
And,
with me,
just-
so I just have
You
basically
helped me
clothes
out,
on
so
my
I'll
back.
help
I mean, he's got some leather armor
And
on.
just
I'm wearing
press it to
leather
his
armor.
chest and leave a nice
Great.
bloody mark on him. All right, and then we
Medium.
pin the note to him,
So dwarves count.
and I draw a little arrow that says,
Like,
"Yeah, this guy's with us."
Because like we're exactly, so we're short, but we're
That makes sense.
and especially me. I've got barrel-like arms.
All right.
With my +7 athletics.
All right, guys. Do you
Strength is pretty wicked.
do you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
I'm a
do you want to role
strength-based
play out
rogue.
introductions, or do you just want to kind of sub that out and assume that you did it and you're
No,
sticking
I think we
together
can
for a
role
bit?
play as we go.
"Big guy." So I don't want to keep calling you Big Guy because I don't think that's your name. What's your name? And pronounce all of it for me, please.
Bastard.
I totally missed the subtlety of what you were just doing. That's awesome.
My name is Moloth Iron Crusher, Kira Tagithan, the Killer Colossus of the Arena.
Well, I thank you, Molaf. Yeah, don't mind this guy here. He doesn't know how to pay his debts. Molaf, thank you for helping us get out of that situation. It was, as you see, I have half a spear in me. It wasn't going well for me. So, thanks again. And, my name's Art. I am a purveyor of many fine talents and, skills. And I hope I can continue to be, of use to you in the future.
Sounds like a good idea.
Ah, great.
So,
It's,
what was this? Who are you guys fighting?
Well, I was being chased because I escaped the arena.
Oh,
I was
man keeping you down.
well, I was drugged.
Oh wow.
Oh,
There's no
that's terrible.
There's no limit the depths that the state will sink in order to keep us subjugated.
Yeah, he does this sometimes. Don't worry about it.
Just saying, like, this is a perfect example. You were enslaved. You're just minding your own business. They drugged you up
For the
and put you
second
in the
time.
arena. For the second
Second
time.
time.
This
Oh.
is ridiculous. My heart goes out
When
to you.
I was 6, I was forced to join the.
This is. I'm in the process of writing my autobiography. I want to make sure that I have.
Let me consult my memoirs.
Hold on, Mike.
This is
The
in volume 4
or
of
the
my
the Black
journal.
Network.
Age
Black Network?
6,
Yes.
May the 27th. Yes.
So you've
That
been
night I had a bed. No, that
So
was,
when I was 6, they put me in iron mine. In an
and
iron
then I dreamt my
mine.
teeth were all
Man,
falling
that's-
out, and I was collecting
And then
my
by
own
the time
teeth,
I
and that
was
was weird.
14 or
Bad
so, they moved me into becoming a brawler and fighter to fight as a slave in their army.
well.
Wow.
That's a rough life,
And
my
I was
friend.
mad because they were stealing from me. That's like
But
at least twice as bad.
I would say.
Yeah, twice as bad. Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, I don't know about that math, but at least take comfort in the strength that they gave you inadvertently.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah.
So you were
over
also
there.
drugged and enslaved?
No, he was weak. I helped him.
Oh,
Oh,
As
Wow.
I saw you were weak, I helped you.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
definitely
thanks.
weak. Definitely weak over here.
I'm sorry I don't have anything to give you to pay you for your helping me.
I need nothing.
Oh.
Well,
I'm gonna aside to this guy. This guy's a bit of a rube.
I know. Don't blow my cover. So what's your name over there? I don't want to call you Draggy because that sounds bad. That was the first thing that came to my mind. So
Well,
I'll just stop with that one.
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy, yeah.
Prexagandal and Arya. Arya of Barhoon.
We have the sun and the moon over here.
Arya of the Moon? Baboon?
Prexagandalin, Arya of Barhoon.
Aryev. Nice
Arya.
to meet you.
Arya, nice to meet you, Arya.
Nice to meet you,
Barhoon.
Iron Crusher. We were actually on our way away from Neverwinter, and it sounds like you guys also have some reasons that you might want to be moving away from Neverwinter. It's kind of a dump of a city that I dearly would love to return to. But there's really nothing to offer there. It's no reason to go there. No matter
I don't want
how
to
desperately we might want to. So shall we join up to at least until our next destination, which is, where were you guys headed? Which is coincidentally exactly where we were headed. So that's a nice little sort of twist of fate there, that we happen to be going the same way. So maybe we could travel together until we reach our destination.
I feel a lot better with someone more competent around than well, you know.
In my language, in the language of dwarves, we pronounce it large. Someone large around.
Yeah. I mean, that too.
Arya has a thoughtful dragonborn type look, and with careful consideration, he looks at them and says, "You may travel with me."
Wow, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope that we live up to your standards.
I will travel with all of you as long as you all keep up.
About that back riding situation we talked about earlier. Is that still on the table?
Yeah, it's a bummer that all the horses are
talking like
gone.
Mad Max
But
Pretty much.
so yeah, it's gonna be. I have some.
Town.
So I brought some food and stuff with me. I don't know if you guys have anything, but I'm more than willing to share everything I have with you guys. You know, brothers of the road, as it were. But we probably want to be thinking. I've lived my whole life in Neverwinter. I don't really know how far it is to the next city, or even what the next city would be. But we probably want to have some sort of way of supporting ourselves through
Wow.
our travels.
I'm pretty good at coming up with ways to support
Okay,
myself.
good, because I have a very limited set of skills.
I noticed.
You throw things at people. Apparently, you just throw things at people.
No, I mean
He's
that's
actually
that's
also,
more of a hobby really than my.
if you ever
my
need hooch,
chosen
this
calling.
guy. He's got the
I can
bee's
make
knees.
certain consumer
Well, I do
products.
happen to like drinking, so.
Great. Well, I had to leave all of my equipment in Neverwinter for reasons that. Anyway, so now I'm kind of without my equipment. I'm without any kind of supplies. So sadly, I feel like I can't pull my own weight from an economic standpoint.
We'll
But
get
I'm
you
willing
back
to
on
do
the train.
anything that I can to help out the group.
Oh, that's real kind of you, right there, buddy. All right, I appreciate that.
I know how to wrestle. We
Okay.
can go find any wrestling competitions on the way. I was district champion in the Neverwinter slums fighting rats.
Well, I did just escape an arena.
The fighting rats! Go rats!
Their chant was,
No,
Well-
our chant was stomp the rich kids, stomp the rich kids.
Well, boys, I think we should take this show on the road before anybody else shows up.
I think that's a good idea. So,
so
as far as the guy we questioned is concerned, there probably aren't any more people coming. Just
I
'cause-
wouldn't think so, but
We should move.
we should get
Okay.
out of here. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
So as an aside, I like what you did with the eyes in the beginning as the intro, with the color changing.
Mm.
Oh,
For the wild
I
magic?
ripped,
Thinking
I
as-
ripped that right from your.
But I'm thinking as an indication, right, of the level of instability of
Right.
wild magic.
So when his eyes start turning colors,
Exactly.
run
Yeah, so-
towards the exit. That's when the self-centered fireball
Well,
is.
and then
Oh shit!
question for you, because I just want to make sure I have this right, based on your backstory.
Yes,
Isn't it that you don't remember your full name?
correct. And I
Because
blew it.
you introduced.
Yep,
them,
I blew it. I
Yeah,
blew it.
fully.
Yep.
So just to.
We'll retcon that.
Yeah,
He's
just
RM.
Well, yeah, just to retcon
Big
it
A.
now, he doesn't remember his first name,
Okay.
and his last name is just all he remembers is Aryav.
RAF, yep, thank you.
Good, I couldn't say the rest of it anyways.
You guys couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
He's
No, but
big,
thank you.
Big
I
Golden.
couldn't-
That's who he is. Big Golden.
Big G. Big A.
He has a lot of nicknames. As we travel for like 5 minutes, we've already come up with 15 things to call him.
They have a rap song out for you.
So,
the,
Doing beatboxing.
the notorious D.R. Aegon.
so do we know where this road goes?
Okay,
I don't.
so
I don't even see the road.
I think I would, but I don't
so
know.
so number one, I don't know about you guys, but that was really awesome. And
Yeah, I had a lot
Oh, I
of fun.
that, that was
this
good.
this is already blown Phandalin out of the water. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we switched.
Cool.
Yeah.
so now the way the rest of this is gonna go, it's gonna be a mix of everything. There's gonna be some parts that are sort of railroaded to just guide certain areas, and there's gonna be open world parts where you can do whatever you want. And so like I really want to get that balance of narrative plus you can do whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
So
Well, also, just as a little point of input here, for the more railroady parts, you can have us, just a suggestion, do whatever we are going to do in a sort of sandbox way, but then we end up in the same place no matter what we choose. Like, I don't mind being railroaded, but it would increase my enjoyment if you kind of clouded it a little bit, so it didn't seem like we were being railroaded, even though it didn't matter. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not explaining this well.
From my point of view, I mean, if you said, and you guys come from here and you find yourself in town after a long day's journey.
Yeah, that's fine. Exactly.
well,
Or
yeah.
like, do you want to go up the river or down the river? Oh, we'll go up the river. Oh, you meet the frog people. Oh, we'll go down the river. Oh, you meet the frog people. It's like the illusion of choice is really,
As long as
See,
they
that
still have a paddle.
explanation
I don't want to go
right,
up the river
you get what
without
I'm
a
saying?
paddle.
So
Yeah.
it's
That's all
like,
I'm saying.
it seems like a sandbox, but we're really being railroaded, but we have no way of knowing.
And I feel like I think for the most part that's what I've done.
Perfect,
Or
that's
what I'm
great.
doing. There's
That's
just
fine.
going to be parts where like Jim or whatever was saying that it's like, oh well, you did this and then you went this way and
Yeah.
whatever.
No problem with that. That's completely fine.
Okay.
So,
So
please
that,
continue.
So that brings us to our heroes who recently thwarted capture and the death penalty,
Hurrah!
decide they need a rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they have been traveling on the road to the coast for a couple of days to spend some time relaxing on the warm, sandy shores.
So do we get back to max?
Yeah, you're fine
Okay.
now. You can fully heal up.
Okay.
It is a beautiful summer day. A breeze blows, keeping our adventurers cool and comfortable on their journey. After traveling a few more miles, you decide to take a nap under a big full oak tree with plenty of shade and a full rich bed of grass to lay on.
Ah, my favorite. Ah,
After,
like naps.
after slumbering for a while, you start to awaken from what sounds like a whisper on the wind. Please help. I beg you.
Oh, after you.
Nope.
So after you all kind of look at each other and...
Anybody? Not anybody? I don't like disembodied voices. I like naps, not disembodied voices.
I simply look at him. What voices?
Art backs away a little bit.
Mess with the multi-personality guy.
So
I didn't hear a voice.
do you guys want to follow the voice, see where it goes?
Is it coming from a direction?
Does it feel like a plot device meant to lead us into some other part of the story?
Roll me a perception check, and we'll see.
Nope, I have no clue. No.
So this is the voice is saying, please help me.
Please help, I beg you, yes.
Okay, then I'll definitely follow where this is.
Art sees some ways to make money out of that, so he's down to go follow.
Where does the voice sound? Is it just like totally disembodied? No sense of real direction?
No, he said that we could tell the
You,
direction.
yeah, you get a sense that it's coming from deeper into the woods.
Just in the.
No, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll go cautiously, right? Because we're going into the woods. It's not screaming, so it's not an imminent. It sounds more like a, oh, I'm in someone's torture room, please help me, not a, oh, I'm being mugged, please help me.
Yeah, I'll move in. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna kind of hold up my hands to them and be like, you know, let me scout ahead a little bit to see what we're dealing
Conceal
with.
the emotions.
Yeah. You know, all the nonverbal communication I learned amongst the fighting rats. I'm
Is
gonna
this
pass on
nighttime?
here.
By the way, is it nighttime?
No.
All right.
So I'm gonna sort of go 30 or so feet ahead of these guys to kind of scout out in front of them.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
14.
14? Yep. You scout ahead to where the tree line really starts to pick up, and from your vantage point, nothing menacing or out of the ordinary at that point. But it's you can discern from this is the direction in which the voice sounds like it's coming from.
I guess I'll motion to them to keep going, and I'll keep scouting ahead.
So, the obvious question: what language?
Oh yeah, common.
Well, actually, interesting enough, you hear it in Common, Dwarf, Dragonborn, but it's all saying the same thing. So for each one of you, it's to your native languages.
Okay, but we assume
But you
that
know,
everyone's
wouldn't know.
hearing what we're
Yeah.
hearing, right?
Disembodied voice.
And you guys-
So for those of us who
languages.
speak more than one language, are we hearing it in both, or just our sort of more native language?
I would go with more native.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not hearing like this weird reverb of two different voices.
Sounds dangerous. Let the
I think
truth
my
go
more
first.
native
wanted-
language is probably common.
Most likely it's common.
I don't
I have
want to
giant
like step
too,
on your
but-
toes here.
I mean,
But you
I
would
left my
actually-
tribe
If
when
I
I was
had the
6,
ability to do like a perception check type thing, because I feel like somebody might pick up on the fact that that I'm being spoken to in Halfling, and I'm pretty sure that Molaf doesn't know Halfling.
Right.
So the fact that he can understand this language would
Well,
that be
we haven't
perception?
actually
Would
talked
that
about
be-
what we heard the voice say.
Yeah, if you
we
guys,
just
if you
acknowledged-
guys, if you guys just want to talk about it, go for it.
You guys can understand this?
Yes.
And
Yeah, why?
It's saying I need help, something like
Yes.
that. Oh, because it's speaking to me in Halfling, and
I
don't know.
heard common.
You heard Oh, see, that's sort of odd. you hear dwarfish over there?
I'm 30 feet in front of you guys
Oh,
scouting
yeah.
out.
You hear a dwarfish over there?
I'm gonna tiptoe my way back. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, right.
That's why he's not a rogue.
He's a bard.
And yes, of course I hear it in Dwarvish. Like, that's what it's saying. Please help me in Dwarvish. That's why I'm going first, because I speak Dwarvish.
Do I look like I know dwarvish?
No, I assumed you had no idea what the voice was saying.
It's speaking to me in halfling. That's sort of where we're getting out of here.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I don't really know what to tell you, but be careful up there.
Alright. Well, we can start by not yelling.
It's in the
So
past
going
now.
forward, let's do less yelling, more sneaking.
Art claps him on the back really loud and says,
All right, buddy.
Alright, I'm gonna go back forward to continue scouting ahead.
Or use animal calls.
yeah.
Tweet. Tweet.
Alright, so go ahead and you can roll me another investigation if you want to scout.
21.
21? Okay. Forest looks pretty normal with the exception of... Now, I'm assuming as you scout out 30, 40, 50 feet or so, they're just kind of following in tow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
As-
want to
as you're
keep like
signing
sort
to
of
them?
sight distance, yeah, so
Okay.
depending on how dense the forest is.
And Art's actually trying to be quiet now.
I was
So,
gonna
so
say,
as you're following in the direction of the voice, so far the woods just again looking like a normal day in the woods.
I mean, I wouldn't know what that is. I've never seen the woods before.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's true.
Great
You're
scout.
I'm a city guy.
Yeah, you're a city.
I know how to move quietly.
You're a
but-
city rat. Yeah. No. There's,
Fighting rats. Ah!
Well, then why don't you go ahead and roll me a nature check too?
That can't be great.
Yes, there is nature.
Be careful of the gnats. They'll spirit you.
11.
away.
11. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're looking around and
I'm smart. I pick up on stuff quickly. So
Yeah.
I might not be
you're
familiar
you're
with
looking
nature, but
like.
Don't
okay,
step
this-
on the twigs or the leaves. They make noise.
This is what trees look like, I suppose, and not really the best scout to go ahead, is it?
No.
It wasn't thought out at all.
Someone who doesn't really know what a forest is. But you look at these trees, you look at the setup, you don't really notice anything too out of place. But as you continue and on the second time around, you do notice in a little bit of a clearing in the woods, you see an old, gnarled, bent, dead tree in the middle of all these what look like healthy trees, and you know its presence there seems kind of odd and out of place.
Is the voice coming from that tree?
No.
So on a
So-
completely unrelated note, what's your next character going to be?
All right.
Sadly, his
so-
nature score is better than mine.
Okay, so
Like it's not coming from it, but it's
past it.
My nature is
Something about
zero.
this tree gives me pause.
it looks at from the way it looks versus all the other trees. It looks
And it's in a bit of a clearing on its own.
a little bit.
Alright, so
Not
I'll
huge.
stop there and kind of motion to these guys and whisper to them. And I'm like, alright, so I'm no expert on nature or anything, but does this tree look weird to anybody else?
Is anybody an
So would
expert
my
on nature?
background help with this at all? I have a, I forget what it's called, the Outcast or the Outland or the...
Outlander.
Yeah, that's it.
That one enables you to recall maps and
Yeah, so
All
basically
kinds of
places you
stuff.
go, you can remember, you've got like a photographic memory for the
Yeah.
terrain.
I certainly
Yeah.
don't want to slow it down. Just
Like
so
basically, you don't get lost easily.
Mhm.
Yeah,
if
but I
you've
was-
been- if you've
But
been
you
to a
also
place.
just got hit with a big bout of amnesia, so
True. Well, that's not true, actually. But
It's been years. But
oh, so you didn't just wake up in this field. Oh, okay. So yeah, so if you've traveled through this place before, you would remember it. Yes.
can't remember when that was.
It was right in there somewhere.
It's really obvious if I could find it.
Oh, the background? It's in
Yeah,
between.
you have
It's
an
in between the
excellent-
classes. Go to page.
You have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the
108
general
is the
layout of terrain, settlements, and other
Yeah,
features
okay.
around you.
That's what I remember.
In
Probably
addition, you
not.
can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to five other people each day, provided that the land
Yes.
offers berries, small game, water,
Yeah,
and so
that'll be
forth.
useful in our travels.
I think so. Okay, cool. Thank you.
So you're also proficient in athletics and survival.
Right.
Has anybody got a good nature score?
I'm +1.
What's
Mine's
nature?
0.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was a legit question.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are now kind of all
There we go.
assembled together, and there's this kind of gnarly tree in front of you.
Gnarly dude.
Real
More of
gnarly.
a shrub.
Yes, I'm taller than the tree.
We're about to fight the Knights of Knee.
I'm gonna
The
tell
Knights
everyone
who
to
say
hang on
the
for a
Knights.
second. I'm gonna sneak in real close and see if I can get a better look at this tree.
Alright, I'm just gonna shake my
Investigation
head.
roll.
Well, I did a stealth roll to get up close to it,
Okay.
so it's an 18. I don't know if there's, whatever. And then
Those
I'll
other
do
trees didn't see you do it.
great. And then I'll do investigation, which is not one of my better skills, but oh, that's a 1. What tree? I don't know what you're talking about.
Where did the tree go?
The rest of us are just intently watching what happens to him as he just boldly walks up to this scary tree.
Yeah.
So as he does very sneakily walk up to the scary tree, he, even with that awful investigation check, the reason why he knows there's a hole at the bottom of the tree is because 3
Oh.
rats jump out
Oh,
to attack.
Great.
Three giant rats.
rats.
Oh, they're giant.
Your buddies.
Rats.
Talk to them.
Are they fighting rats? These don't look like city rats.
I'm putting it in canon that you don't actually know the difference between like the fighting rats and like actual rats.
I haven't told you guys about my history with the fighting rats. You guys don't know that.
No, you said you wrestled for the fighting. That's
Oh,
what you know.
okay. So
Something
yeah,
along
you guys
those
do
lines.
know.
You do know.
So they,
Okay,
So speak
sorry.
to them. Make this
they
go
have
away.
sprung out from the base of the dying tree, snarling and hissing as if they are defending something inside. So right now,
They're defending their rat juice.
let's right now it's just Art against these 3 rats. You guys gonna join in, or?
I am literally
So are we in
just
initiative at this
running
point?
over.
Well, that's what I'm asking. If you guys are just like whatever,
just-
but they're about
I don't
to
think
attack
we're like
Art.
whatever. I think
Now,
we'll
Art
help out our.
Can
diminutive-
actually stand in the same space as me, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm literally running into that same
like-
space.
I'm like between
All right.
your
Well,
legs.
before you do that, we'll get into initiative order.
The voices were beyond this tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a hole in the bottom of the tree. So,
True.
oh my god. New dice time.
Seriously.
Wow. You're consistent. If
Yeah.
you put a 0 behind that, you'd be fine.
Yeah, that'd be great.
10.
Anyone have a crayon?
Let's see. My advanced math puts me at 13.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
+0 modifier.
I like it.
It's like a
So
mind.
you had a 10,
10.
Like my speed.
13.
Yeah.
5.
Wow.
Yeah.
20.
Shit.
Oh right. You got a dex bonus. Nice.
He has a what?
The dex bonus.
He's got a good dex bonus.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Decent.
Not these.
Doesn't really help when you roll a 2.
Not much helps when you roll a 2.
No.
Even the 20 strength over there wouldn't
Yeah.
help that much, you know.
Though
No.
+7, depending on their armor class,
Yeah.
9 might be able to.
You almost get to average.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of impressive.
Yeah. See, the previous character I had, Dagon, all his stats were high. And honestly, I didn't like it.
I actually prefer a little bit of a mix.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely.
I
Well,
don't
your
necessarily like
character
the
has weaknesses.
artificial, max of 15 or whatever it is I saw in the rules. That's sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'd much rather trade, hey, I'll take an 8 in something, and so I can bump at least a stat up.
Yeah.
I
But
just like
max
the
is,
random
the
rolls.
15 max is just for how many points you can put into it. But
Yeah,
like
that's
racial
the-
modifiers can take you over.
Yeah, that's the base to start, but
I like
your
it.
class traits can bring you higher than that or whatever.
I just happen to
Like,
love
it basically
random
means
rolls.
that like
It's
plus
just
3 is the highest
Dagon's
modifier
rolls
you're
came
gonna
out as
start with.
all
Which keeps
fairly
All
high.
right, so top of the
It's
order
kinda
we have
boring.
Ethan.
All right, so I'm still like back by the tree line, right? There's like a little clearing around this tree.
Yeah, this is all pretty clear,
Yeah, but where
and then where you guys are, like the hinge of the tree line.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my way around the perimeter of the trees, towards the side near, yeah. So still in the trees, and then I'm going to throw a dagger at that one. That sort of like I want to throw it at its back, so I maneuver behind it and then throw a dagger at its back.
Okay.
So that'd be, you'd still get the sneak attack, right?
Well, because you're next to it, that would give me the sneak attack if I hit. So that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, I'd say that does it.
So
No, these are really beefy rats.
They're giant.
okay, so that is going to be 4 plus 3 is 7 damage for the dagger.
And from that mighty throw, the dagger does not hit him in the back. It actually goes a little high. It'll work on your aim, buddy. But it sticks right in the neck and through the brain and kills him.
I meant to do that. I meant to do that.
Nice throw. Nice throw.
So that is one rat down. And next up is going to be the rat next to him, and he's going to attack Art.
Yeah, surprise there.
And that is going to miss.
Yeah.
Nice. Take that, you dumb rat.
These rats are like dog sized to you, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Wow.
They're pretty terrifying,
Big
actually.
dog
Yeah.
size. These are like mastiffs.
But that second rat is definitely going to hit with a 23.
Yeah. Ooh, ow.
Does that beat your AC?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I hope so.
Wow.
And that's going to be 5 points of damage.
Ooh, ooh, wow. I don't do well with rats, guys. Rats and me.
Fighting rats! Go rats!
I'm not sure you do
Quiet
it.
in the peanut gallery.
I'm
I
not
don't do
sure
well with much, really.
I was gonna say any damage apparently.
Yeah, no.
We need to get that Yoda
I
back.
feel
that
your pain.
stat.
I'm not much different. I just haven't been hit yet.
Yeah.
And next up
Yeah,
is
because
Arya.
he'll run up into the scary tree and
Alright.
I snuck
Just
up.
saying.
I just am very bad at investigating.
Arya, you're up.
I don't know if that would have helped. I
Good
think
morning.
you just walked onto the nest.
Oh,
rat's
what
nest.
to do?
Boy, he really does freak
Very
Who are you? Well, my original plan just went south. So, all right. So we'll just close
Okay.
against my better judgment, and I'll just do a simple great sword, great club.
Great
Strike.
club?
Yes,
Okay.
which is strength based, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do you have proficiency with the Great Clipper?
Oh, yeah, I was
couldn't
gonna check
figure
that.
that out.
Where was that from? That was a simple weapon. The simple
It's a
weapon
simple
came
weapon.
from.
I don't think it will be the background. It's going to
No,
be
it's
your
not.
race, maybe.
I know I had a simple weapon from
Like,
somewhere.
look for at Dragonborn.
We should have checked that before.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Me too.
I think it is Dragonborn.
I think it's before half.
I think I
Elf is
read that
Dragonborn.
once.
Yeah.
I think you went too far. You're on half elf there.
There we
No,
go.
it says Dragonborn Chosen.
Where was that? Because I wouldn't have just thrown it on randomly.
Hmm.
Because I don't know enough to.
Should we? Draconic ancestry? Yeah, I don't think so.
Daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaff, light crossbows.
Yeah, I don't think you can use the Great Club proficiently. Now you still get the plus
Which is fine.
2 to
Plus
hit.
three.
Yeah, you just don't add your proficiency bonus. So you would go from +4 to hit down to +2 to hit.
That's confusing because I did. Oh well, whatever. It's all good. So with non-proficient, how's that work?
You just don't add your proficiency bonus to your attack roll.
So just the strength roll.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not that big. It's a 10% difference.
Wait, that's...
And 8 doesn't
I
matter.
was looking at the wrong thing.
So 8
10
would be
total.
10.
I know I had.
I was looking at that. I was looking at sorcerer.
Yeah, no, he is a sorcerer.
Yeah.
That was,
Usually-
that was 10 for your
Attack roll.
Attack roll.
Let me check that.
I rolled an 8.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Because usually you get your weapons proficiencies from your class, not your race or background or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say the race in there.
Yeah,
Race
doesn't
will
have
give
anything.
you like languages and stuff or other weird things, but not weapon proficiency.
Where did that come from then?
Maybe Outlander?
Maybe you were looking at a different class and then
I might
switched
have.
over.
Because
Outlander
you're
doesn't
with the
give you
sorcerer
anything.
class?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not there. Weird. That's all good.
You can also change it to a quarterstaff, which you would have proficiency with, and it's very similar to a great club.
I don't mind taking a little bit of a hit.
I mean, you could also
We can
skin it as a great club, so it looks like a great club, but it just mechanically is like a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
If that's okay with you.
Honestly, for now, I wouldn't mind just taking the hit for the thing,
Yeah.
and I'll just look it up.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is Molov.
All right.
Put myself in a bad position. We just got to keep talking about that.
I am going to
Big M's got us. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
stand in the same spot as Art.
So he's in between your legs.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
pretty much, yeah.
I do not look up.
I have pants on. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Please, you can't help yourself.
That's what I call heroic teabagging.
And I am going for the one that is closest to the tree.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the longsword. 9 plus 7.
16.
16.
That is it.
Alright.
If this rat is not cut in half, I will be shocked.
8 plus.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's
7.
dead.
So 15.
So you take a swing down on this rat, and you can't really find it because you buried it into the ground with your swing. So if you want to dig for that tooth, go for it, but it's going to take a little while. And he is dead. Art of the LeBeau family.
Yes. Well, now that this guy's gone, I can back up safely without opportunity attack. So I look over at the rat and I say, "Hey, rat! You call those teeth?" And I cast a vicious mockery on him. And so it's wisdom saving throw. So he has to beat a 13 wisdom save.
I'm going to say not this rat strong
Yeah, I
suit.
didn't think so.
What?
And that doesn't make it.
All right, so he takes 1 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes next turn.
Okay. Top of the order, Ethan.
I'm going to continue walking around the perimeter, and then I will throw another. No, put me like yeah, pretty much right there, and I'll throw another dagger. That is 17.
That's it.
So it's still next to people. So
Okay, I see what happened.
that is 11 damage.
All right. So this time, Ethan calls his shot, and again, in the same fashion, sends that blade flying and through the neck, into the skull, and dead.
Nice.
So you three have dispatched the 3 rats, and you each get 25 XP for each rat. So 75 total.
Did we tally for the previous stuff? Or no?
I don't think we got anything for the previous stuff.
For the preface, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, it's all before.
Okay.
Before the game.
Alright, so I'm going to go over
The
to
game
Art and
just
see
started.
if he's okay.
Yes.
That's good. I was just
Yeah.
asking.
How you doing there, Art? Looks
I'm,
like
I'm
rat
bleeding a
got
bit,
you.
yeah.
You gonna be okay?
I got the rat fangs.
Alright.
They're stuck in my ass. I'll give one to Molath later if he wants it, but I'm not getting them out right now.
Alright, I'm gonna collect my daggers from the carcasses.
Good call, good call.
I figured out where the simple weapon thing came from.
Where'd it come from?
My misunderstanding, I think, although the way it reads is odd. It says proficiencies, which I get.
Mm-hmm.
Those
But
are
then
what I
it gives
listed.
you a simple
But
weapon.
then it says for equipment, any simple weapon.
Right.
So I naively thought,
Right.
which is interesting.
Yeah. You can always trade it in at the next town. You know.
It's fine.
Okay.
At a certain point, I'll go. Clearly, I don't know how to use this thing.
Well, even if you were proficient in it, front line's not really your strong suit as a sorcerer. So, bashing stuff with your great club.
No, I think fire is a little bit better, my friend.
Alright. So we have the 3 dead rats. And they came from the tree. What do you guys want to do?
There was a hole in the tree.
Yeah.
There was a hole in the tree.
I'm going to
Shove the dwarf in it.
I'm gonna try to light up a. I've got a lantern. I'm gonna light my lantern and kind of shine some light into the hole. See what we're working with here.
Okay.
Dwarves don't have dark vision?
I do, but dark vision is like dark light you can see as dim light. So it's still, you're not going to be able to see very clearly in the dark, even though you have dark vision.
That's fine. So, upon inspecting the hole in the tree with your lantern, you find 2 potions of healing.
Aha.
I will pull them out, and I will say, "Hey, look what I found! I don't know what these are."
They're not labeled. Oh, potion.
Say, oh, well, I'll hold on to those for you if you want.
No, that's okay. I found them.
They explode in about 30 seconds, so you might want to hand them over to an expert who knows how to handle them properly.
Why don't you just tell me how to not make them explode in 30 seconds?
Alright, they're healing potions, you dick.
I'm the dick. All right, I'll give you one because you obviously need healing. So I'll be
Thank
like,
you.
all right, that's convenient.
What is that? 1d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Alright. 2, 5, and so okay. I'm back to full health.
Great, thanks for that. Why don't you hold on to that other one, buddy, old pal?
I mean, does anybody else want it? No?
Finders keepers, I think. Except when bleeding. That's how what the people say.
All right.
When in Rome, bleed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, after the battle, the voice floats on the wind back into your mind.
Yes.
Stay the course. You are not far now.
Wait, do you need help or?
What happened
Are
to
you-
being quiet?
I'm confused.
I think it went away when we started swinging our rats.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem as urgent now as it did before, I'm assuming.
It's about same level tone.
But now it's not saying, please help me, it's saying,
Stay the course.
continue walking into my trap. Like, there's definitely a different message. Stay the course versus, please, I need help.
Art sees his profit motive going up in
This
flame.
is a little fishy, I think. We should definitely go cautiously and maybe not walk up to any strange, mysterious objects that we see in the woods.
Fine.
I mean, I'm not from here or anything, but in the city, if someone's trying to pull a con on you and you just kind of walk up, you're going to find yourself woke up in a bathtub of ice with some organs missing, you know?
Yeah, I just wanted those healing potions, really. Yeah, okay.
So I guess we sneak forward and
Yeah, I think we should,
Continue sneaking.
yeah. But be aware that it
How
could
is-
be a trap, so.
how are the rest
Watch
of us at how are you guys at sneaking? What's
How's
your
your
stealth? Yeah.
My stealth is 3.
Damn, that is
What's stealth?
Yeah.
I do a few things very well.
Not that.
Not bad. Stealth is not my
I've got
thing.
+6.
Damn.
Because I have, it's my other double
Oh, okay,
proficiency
yeah.
skill. I have athletics and stealth.
Well,
Right,
I'm
if I
pretty
can do like-
stealthy.
I can do like handsprings over there.
Alright, so why don't you hang in the back and the rest of us will sneak forward, I guess? And you can provide rain of fire from the back.
Okay, just remember you asked for it. It is area effect.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
I'm pretty dexterous.
I got the
I can
bad
jump
guys.
out of the way. All right, so we're gonna.
Probably good.
The three of us are gonna sneak forward in the front here, and Ariev is gonna hang out a little bit behind us because he's not
Okay.
so good at the stealthing.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your stealth checks.
19.
21.
22.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
All right.
Very stealthy.
So nobody sneaks forward because
Good decision.
you're not there. You're all invisible.
We are doing ninja flips.
Like a
all over.
silent wind.
And you keep scouting ahead, and everything seems clear. Arya follows.
I guess we'll stay the course.
So, staying the course, you find a bigger clearing this time in the woods.
There's a bigger gnarled tree.
No.
And a bigger hole in it.
With ogres.
Yeah. With really gigantic rats.
So you find a doorway.
Is it connected to
the
anything, or
model.
is it just standing, like freestanding?
Give me an investigation check.
Do you mind if I as well?
Go ahead.
3. Got somebody else's.
I
13.
failed that one.
19? With plus
I got a
four,
crit on that.
that's
Okay.
intelligence, right? So 21.
So the doorway seems to shimmer with a purplish hue and looks otherworldly and or magical. You see no building around it or foundation indicating that any building ever existed there. As you get closer to the doorway, you hear the voice again emanating from it. Please enter. The whole world needs your help, but be on your guard. There is evil that lurks here. Come quickly. The world is in great danger.
Is the world willing to pay?
Wow, that's a big ask, right?
I
Like,
don't
is
know
that just
about
me,
that.
or so like, be on your guard. Evil, kind of not making me want to go through. But if the world's in danger, is that our world in danger? Is this a different world? What's going on here?
I think we should find out.
So Arya will just walk through the door.
Oh shit!
How long
You
can
go
I
through the
with
door?
him?
Okay.
I'm going
wow.
with him.
Art was on the fence, but he trusts him, so he
I'm
goes
going
through.
with him.
Okay. 2 people have walked through, and 3 people have walked through the door?
I'm not.
Alright. So the dwarf kind of like, huh. I gotta look around the clearing and be like, is that... What's... Alright, I guess I'll walk through as well.
You gotta understand his background a little bit. I'm sure it makes no sense.
I mean, it's, you guys, yeah.
I happen to like
Seems like the group
challenges.
decided.
I like
No,
challenges. so-
Art decided he didn't want to be left alone in this forest without the big guys. So
No, definitely. I agree with that. That makes
That
sense.
is such a funny scene, though, if you think about it.
Go up. In the stillness. Alright,
Yes,
so
I guess we're here now.
No talking, no planning, just everybody walks through.
as you enter,
No, what'd the voice say to you guys this time?
Exactly. What'd you get? Where'd you go?
as you enter, the door disappears.
Ah, God damn
Oh, that was fun.
it. And we all die in a fiery inferno. End of adventure.
Fire's appropriate.
Yeah. Somebody likes fire. Yeah.
That'll work. You gotta go.
Yeah.
So you find yourself in a hallway with a door at the end of it. The door that you passed through is no longer there.
So, like, what is where it was?
And then there's a wall.
Stonewall? So we're in kind of like an underground... Do I recognize the stonework?
Why don't you...
Ah.
Alright, so it's a 15, and I double my proficiency bonus for that. So it's a history check. So +2, so +4 instead of +2, so +5. 20!
Definitely nothing like you've ever seen before.
Alright, not dwarven. Does it even look like it's been chiseled?
Nope.
So it looks like it would just sprung forth fully formed. Alright, guys. In case the magical sort of shimmering doorway wasn't an indicator before, this is a weird place. I've never seen anything like these bricks where these stones look like they just sprang up out of existence. No mortal hand has ever worked these stones, believe you me. So,
You know a lot about
Yeah.
stone working for a city dwarf.
hey,
A lot of stones in the city.
Arya's just confused. Looking around looking for the person that needed help.
oh poor sweet Arya.
Anyone,
And it's just the hallway?
well, if you
You
want,
said?
just someone
Sweet
give me an
summer
investigation
dragon.
check.
Investigation
I'll
to
do the
see what's
investigate
going
well.
on with the hallway.
Where's my
12.
11.
12.
Okay.
Unless it's stonework related.
No. So this from Ethan's surmising, this is clearly no ordinary place. The atmosphere has hazy hues of purple and black. Along the walls you see writing in many different languages. In the languages you understand, the words are all the same. The only path back is the path forward.
That's kind of ominous. I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty clear as well. Alright. Can you even read?
Yes, I can read.
Okay.
Well, there goes our tank. I kind of, I'm with him. I don't know. I'm gonna go with him.
I follow along because he's the only person who's saved me from death several times now.
Are all the walls, it's just writing, nothing else, no features?
Covered in writing.
So it's the same stone, sort of mystical stone. So when you say the atmosphere is sort of purple and black and whatever, there's like a mist, there's
It
like
almost
a
looks
haze?
like a fog. Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
Like a hazy hue.
Oh, this place is creepy as hell. Alright,
Cool.
well, these two have walked through the door. I'll look at the dragon and I'll be like, I guess the signs are pretty clear. After you.
I'll follow through.
Alright, I'll bring up the rear.
Alright, so
I mean, at this point, we're already neck deep in it,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah, we can't turn around. There's no door back.
Well, there might have been.
Yeah, we're just gonna trust the walls at their word.
Yes. That's why I was asking.
They seem. I mean, if someone took the effort to write it in so many languages, it's
Right.
probably true, right?
And
They're
I
not
don't
gonna
think
write
any
down
of us-
lies.
Yeah, nobody ever writes down lies.
No, I mean, what? What's the point?
where'd you learn that? The internet.
I don't think any of us have enough magic to make that door come back. So,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Okay, so you open the door and you enter a room.
Hey, wild magic surge could just fart out a door out of nothing. Who knows?
So you enter a room with 3 doors. One directly ahead of you. One to your left. And one to your right.
So is anybody else nervous that he's actually taking the time to write something on the thing?
That what?
Yep.
In the
People are, like,
center of the
screwed.
room,
Art is very nervous in general right now. He's not a.
in the center of the
Particularly,
room, you see a pedestal
Oh.
with what looks like a form on top of it.
A form? Like a
Yes.
figure?
Some
No,
sort
it
of
only looks
figure
like a form. It's not actually a form.
Well, you don't know. This is
Uh,
the land of whatever.
Somebody who's got a little bit more meat to their bones.
Wait,
wanna go
it's
check
made
that
out of stone, right?
It's made out of some material that seems like stone.
All right, I'm gonna cautiously approach it and inspect it to make sure if it is stone. And if it's been stone, that means it's been stone worked, which means I might have some insight into its origin. So I'll approach it cautiously,
Okay.
the old tiptoe.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
But stonework investigation or normal investigation?
I'll do both.
Ooh, okay, so normal investigation 8, stonework investigation 10.
Okay. Approaching the pedestal, you see that the form is the form of a tilted scale. The higher scale pointing to the left of the room, and the lower scale pointing to the right of the room. Underneath the scale on the pedestal is an inscription. To win your freedom, balance must be restored.
I don't like that part about freedom. Winning it. That's not great.
Oh, balance would be center.
Yes.
There's 3 doors, which means there's a center door.
So it's leaning right now. Which side is down? Towards the left or
The
right?
right is down.
The right is down.
Yeah. So your
So
left.
left up, right down. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm
balance
tempted to
must
just walk
be-
through the center door.
I
Balance is center.
And what else is in the room?
3 doors.
Nothing.
Do the doors have any handles or anything like that, or are they just?
You can check them out and see.
Yeah, I'll sneak over to the doors.
I'd like to check out just the pedestal itself, see if there's anything unusual about it.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Yeah, 7 plus 2, 9.
Looks
Looks like a
like
pedestal.
looks like a just statue of a scale on top of a pedestal.
To the doors. Do I need to roll to investigate the doors?
Nah. I mean, you search it and you see that each one has a handle.
Okay.
I am going to ask out loud to the random voice that we had been hearing, what's the point of this scale? And see if I get an answer.
Does not appear so.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay, so for me, this seems to imply, just taking everything at face value, that more people have gone through the door on the right. That's why the scale is weighed down that way. So to balance the scale, perhaps going to the left would be the solution to this particular riddle. Now,
And freedom would be the back door.
I don't know, that's the thing. Like, what's the third door for? That doesn't really
That's the
fit
center.
with my...
That fits the balance.
Can we?
Balance is
can we-
center.
I think he's right.
Can I check if this door is locked? Like, if this...
Sure.
3 rats come out.
I don't want to... I'm not gonna
Finding
throw it
rats
open or like try and go through it or anything. I'm just gonna like, test the handle and see if I can like, turn the handle on the door.
Because what could go wrong?
Okay. You try to open the door and it's locked.
Okay.
I think Ethan's onto something here. I think we might have to go to the left door, which
I want to continue inspecting the room before we do anything. So just walk around the perimeter of the room slowly, seeing if there's any other clues.
Okay. You walk around and there are no discerning signs of anything. It's just the pedestal and the 3 doors.
I'm going to cautiously approach the pedestal and try to pull down on the left side of the scale to see if it moves at all.
Okay.
And it balances, and you and that
Try to think, would that
like
be,
fly out.
like-
Yeah.
So you want me to roll for it?
Technically an athletics check, or
If it's athletics, I'm fine with that.
okay, yeah, go for it.
11.
Yep, with an 11, you yank on it and it's not budging.
Okay. Because like the other alternative is that we just need to literally balance the scale, and that it's not actually stone like it looks, and we can, if we put enough weight on one side, it will just balance out.
Is there anything?
But
in
it
the
doesn't
room?
seem to be now.
No.
I tugged on it. I didn't put all my back into it, but it doesn't seem to be moving. So maybe the
Molath,
Goliath
buddy.
might want to try. Yeah.
yeah. Molath, old buddy, you wanna yank on the scale for us?
Snap.
I'm gonna step a couple of steps away from the thing while he goes up there to do it.
This is gonna be a long day.
I'm going to, using the Goliath strength, check it gently, though.
What?
Well, I don't want to rip the pedestal off.
Did you just oxymoron us?
Yes.
He's gonna slowly,
But do it quickly.
increase the pressure.
With my thunderous silence, I will.
Yes, exactly.
21.
I think that's what just happened. Here.
21.
I'm going to slowly do this
So
with great
you-
haste.
So you very gently but firmly, with a lover's touch, tug at this scale, and it's like trying to move a mountain.
I believe we need to go left.
I agree. As
You
much
all
as
say
I,
left?
Sure, let's try it.
How far apart are these doors?
Look, each square
30
is
feet or
5.
something like that. So this is
10.
like 30 feet or
That's
25
30
feet.
feet.
20 feet.
20 feet.
And this one's 25, but whatever.
Nah, never mind.
It's not symmetric.
No.
I knew that was coming.
All right.
Drats, I
So
almost had
who
enough
wants
chain.
to lead the way? I'm going to ask that question as I look at the Goliath.
Pointedly.
I'll go.
Oh wow! Thanks for volunteering.
Which door? My left.
I think the
His left. Which left?
Right.
Right,
Okay,
back,
so you're opening the door?
right behind you, big buddy.
Yep, I'm gonna open it slowly,
Wait.
just a crack.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Do I need to roll stealth or anything for cracking it open? No.
nah, that's okay.
Alright.
So you approach the left door. It's a thick wooden door with a standard handle, and you open it. Inside, you see 2 statues. One is the statue of a sturge, and one is the statue of a skeleton.
So that's Sturge?
What's a sturge?
A fish.
no,
It's a
not
sturgeon.
That's a
surgery.
sturgeon.
You mean somebody who does operations and help people?
No,
Yes,
that is a third.
exactly. No, a sturge is a it's a creature. They fly,
Okay.
and they have actually cone-shaped mouths.
Ah.
So when they drop on their prey, they can attack with a piercing strike and then clamp onto them as well.
So, 2 statues, skeleton and sturge,
Sounds harmless.
right? Anything else in the room?
Nope.
Okay. Things just got a little more complicated. So it seems like maybe the left and the right door might give us things that we can balance out the scale with. So maybe moving statues around is how we balance the scale. Because
And
this
all-
room doesn't lead to
or
anywhere,
All
right?
it was statues that we saw.
Or if we touch it, those
That you
things are
saw,
gonna
yeah,
show
were
up.
the 2 statues.
Possible.
I say we close the door, because it's just statues that we saw.
Nope.
Bad out.
Open the other side, just to see what's in there, and if it's more statues, then we can assume that we have to
Don't
move
all
weights.
die while I'm taking a piss.
Okay.
That makes
See
sense.
what we can do.
Says Ethan from the corner of the room.
Ethan has now wandered over this way. He's pissing on the wall.
And at least you learned how to use the corner in the city. You know, I don't
All right.
know who might
I've
go
gone
to
over to the
there.
other side. I'm cracking that door.
We did close the first door, yes?
Yes. Yeah, I said after I close it.
Okay. You're going to the right door?
Yep. And we all died. Hey, Ethan, you're dead.
Just you, buddy. Alright, so you approach the right door, and just like the left is a thick wooden door with a standard handle. And when you open it, inside you see 3 statues. One is a skeleton, one is a thug, and one is a kobold. Which, if you don't know, this is a kobold.
Oh, okay.
So there's a thug, a kobold, and a...
A dog-like creature.
A thug.
What was the
But
third
they're
one?
just statues.
And, skeleton.
So we die?
No.
Good.
We didn't. You did.
Skeletons
I
on both
did.
sides. There's skeletons on both sides.
Well, so what was in the other room?
Oh, you don't know.
Three
Three
statues.
statues.
A thug, a kobold, and a...
Skeleton.
Skeleton. I say we close that door and peek into the middle one?
Middle
That
one's
one's
locked.
It's locked.
So,
Well,
I
we
think-
have 3 statues on the side where the weight is down.
Yes.
2 statues on the weight where... So maybe the statues are what's unbalancing it. The question is, 5 is an odd number. How do you balance 5?
That's why I think
And which is the odd statue out?
we have to fight 3 of them.
You think
We
5
leave-
them?
Well, what I assume, and this is all happening out of character, what I think is going to happen is if we start moving one of these statues, that creature or a number of those creatures are going to show up, and we're going to have to fight them. And so the idea I have here is we...
Punch everything
there's a
that's not a
skeleton.
skeleton.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There's a skeleton
I
on
like that
each.
idea. So we
Uh,
basically... We try touching the things that aren't skeletons,
yeah.
kill them, and then ultimately you're left with only skeletons. That balances the scale.
That's what I was saying originally. There's
Yeah.
a skeleton on each side,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
it seems like...
I'm still tempted to try and just force the lock and just
By
peek
all
in there.
means.
Well,
I don't think you're going to have a lot of luck, but...
It
say
will
you
be
go
very
for it.
easy to test this because basically your hypothesis is one that we touch will wake up.
Yes.
So let's just have the Goliath try touching one.
Let's have him try breaking the door down first, and then he can go touch one.
I don't know. Trying to mess with it, like sometimes
Right.
puzzle boxes and whatever, if you try to rip them open, something bad happens inside. So
Yeah, like they all come away.
yeah. If
then-
someone is powerful enough to make a magical dungeon like this, they're probably powerful enough to prevent it from being fucked
That's
with.
true.
Just a hunch.
Art is a fairly confident person, but he knows when he's
I say we play
Deep
by
here.
the rules of the
Yeah.
dungeon until
it becomes not viable.
yeah.
All right.
Does anything
Alright.
else make sense? Are there any other
What were the other? What
Well,
were
we
the
don't have a lot of
So what do we-
statues? A kobold.
And a thug are choices there.
So the kobold's going to be the easiest to kill, so let's try waking it up first, assuming that's what happens.
All right. So I guess go in there and pick it up and see what happens.
I'm going in there and I am going to take my sword and I'm going to basically try to break the kobold statue.
All right.
Nope. I didn't break it.
It's a 9.
But I touched it anyways.
You dent your sword.
Well, did
Yeah.
you hit it with your sword or your fist?
Sword.
Yeah. You
But I kind of missed because, it's just kind of...
you took a swing at this kobold statue and and actually took a chunk out of your sword.
Try touching it with your hand. Ethan whispers at the giant.
Nothing happened.
All right.
Try picking it up.
All right.
How big is this thing?
The statue?
Yeah.
Is it life size?
Yeah.
Okay, so kobold, you could pick that up.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like a giant human-sized thing of stone, even a Goliath might not be able to pick that
That's
up.
2 times human average.
Right.
More than.
I'm just saying, like, there's a difference between a kobold-sized statue and, like, a human-sized statue. As far as weight.
Statue of a Goliath.
Ooh, critical fail. I stubbed my toe apparently while trying to lift it.
But that's still a...
You didn't lift with the back.
Is that athletics? So are you proficient in athletics? Because even with rolling a 1,
Yes.
you get, like, plus
So it'd
7.
be 8.
Mm-mm. Critical failures fail.
Oh, it's always fail. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. When
I know you might have just thrown out your back there a little bit, but you want to try and pick it up just one more time.
I'll try picking it up.
all right. Yeah.
7.
Plus
Plus 7. 14.
Okay. You picked up the statue. Now what?
Nothing happened, guys.
Bring it back into this room.
Oh, how big are the scales, the pedestals, on the pedestal?
The dishes or whatever.
Yeah, the things on
Not
the
huge.
Not huge.
Not huge.
So,
So
not enough
statues.
that you could put a statue on it. Okay. So
Yeah, because I have to admit, I was thinking they were like.
Yeah, I was
size
thinking
of
maybe we
that.
put a skeleton on each side of the actual scale.
I
So
think
let's try
try-
moving it out of the room.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's the
the
only thing I haven't
skeletons
tried
need
yet,
to
yeah.
stay in the room. So
I just moved it out.
Someone want to give me a hand with the thug statue? I'll move it out.
Well, let him bring this one out first and see what happens.
I just
Okay.
brought it out.
All right. So bring out the kobold.
Okay, so you bring out the kobold statue, and as you stop moving, it then animates and comes to
Alright.
life in your hands, and
knew I
it
should have
has
tried breaking it again.
It has surprise on you.
Oh.
So let's
Sorry about that, big guy.
roll
Big
initiative.
M.
No, alright.
15.
Oh, I critted.
16.
Damn.
I got 16.
You crit failed or crit succeeded?
Crit succeeded.
9. There's 9.
15.
16.
So we have 20. Olaf, what'd you have?
16.
16. Art had 15.
Mhm.
Arya,
9.
9. And Kobold sucked it, but he's got surprise, so he will go first, and then we'll go to the normal.
Let's see what it does with its surprise round.
I bet nothing great.
I hope not.
All I know is it's right next to me. You have,
It's in your head.
so
Yeah.
No, it has surprise on you.
Yes, I know, but then with it being right next to me, you then have surprise on it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Is it
I mean,
wrong?
it has surprise pretty much on
Everybody.
all of you that it can see, which looks like in the sight line is everybody, but he can only make one attack, so it's gonna be on you.
Would he be over here still? Or like, did it immediately?
No, I said
Come
once
back
it
to-
stopped the moving.
Okay,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
brought
Alright,
it into the main
alright.
room and kind
I
of.
missed that.
Okay.
Okay.
But are you still holding it?
He didn't say he
He
put it
didn't
down.
say put it down.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's in
yeah.
your arms. Perfect.
Wonderful. Keep it there.
Crush!
So that was a 19, which I'm assuming, yes, that's a hit. And it's gonna be 6 points of damage.
Feels like I'm missing something obvious.
What's that?
I'm just saying, it feels like I'm missing something obvious.
So I think it's exactly what our prediction was, except instead of just touching them, you need to bring them into the room and then they
Yeah.
animate. Well, I
Yeah.
still think we leave 2 skeletons. That's the solution. But anyway, that's
We'll see what
metagame
happens
stuff.
with the
Let's
scales
go back.
after
So is
we
it
kill
my
this
turn
guy.
now?
Yes.
All right. So it's, it took a bite out of you or whatever. I don't know how it chose.
It stabbed it with a dagger.
Stabbed him with a dagger. Okay, and he has it held in its arms like he's carrying a statue.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna kind of walk up. I assume it's facing towards him because it just stabbed him.
Yep.
And
I'll pull out my short sword and I'll just very casually stab it in the back.
Okay.
So that is going to be over 20 for the to hit roll.
That's a hit.
And then that's going to be 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yep.
Alright. With that backstab, the kobold is looking very intently PO'd at Moloth, and he wants to just eat him alive. But after that backstab, he kind of... And he is dead. And that will be 25 XP for everybody.
Yeah. Art likes that. He didn't have to do shit. Didn't get attacked for once, you know.
So we
That's
know
nice. You held him still for me.
So
Yeah.
we know this works. So we send Molath in again.
Well, let's see what happens to the scales.
Yeah.
So after defeating the
Yeah.
creature, the scale lifts higher on the right side, and you hear a click sound emanate from the center of the door.
Oh, okay. So maybe it didn't matter the type, just the number.
So 2 on each side.
Yeah. All right.
So, well, assuming, shall we queue up behind the Goliath?
I am cracking
already-
the door open.
Yeah. He's at the door.
What did the? I'm gonna quickly loot the body of the kobold, see if it had anything.
Had a dagger.
Oh, I like daggers. Is it a nice looking dagger or a shitty looking dagger?
It's got some intricate carvings in the blade.
I don't care about that. Like, is it a solid?
Yeah,
bullet,
it's not
you
gonna
know?
fall apart on you.
Perfect. I'll add it to my. Have to figure out a part where I can hide it. I'm already hiding daggers in 2 body cavity search areas.
Don't want to know. We're good.
Hopefully they're sheathed.
I have
forgot the
I have
shoes.
calluses.
Don't fall down.
That's why he's got to be good with athletics, apparently.
Alright, what would your gentleman like to
The
do?
old dwarven jockstrap.
I
Are you
am
moving-
cracking that
moving
door
through
open.
the door?
Yeah. I
I've
think
I've
we're
already cracked it.
We're gonna
cracked
mob
it?
up behind
cracked
the wall of flesh.
Yeah. As he's colloquially known.
Yeah.
Okay, so you crack open the door and you see a dimly lit room ahead of you.
Aha.
I'm going to put a hand on the back of the Goliath and say, give me a hot second. I'm going to try to light up my lantern. Give us some light. So.
Okay, so you light up the torch and... Lantern, excuse me. And you see that this room is a little bit bigger from the light that emanates from the lantern, which isn't a lot, but it's enough to see that this room is a little bit bigger than the one before.
I have 7 health.
That you're in now.
So I will kind of gesture back to the Goliath, lead the way. I guess I'll go second with the lantern.
All right, I'll go third.
Take up the rear. Art's not getting hurt today.
Again.
Yeah.
Yet.
More than getting chewed on by some rats.
Just remember, Tank has already been hurt a little.
Oh, I'll tap you on the back and hand you the health potion.
Cool.
Alright, so back the truck up a little. Almost like
Health
you guys
potion
are on
does
this
what again?
Revolving.
How do you do health
That's
potion?
2d4
plus
2.
2 d4s?
Yeah, how much damage have you taken?
I took 6.
Okay, perfect.
So.
Damn.
Oh, maxed it.
10.
Yeah. So you're back,
Back
to
to
full health.
full.
Sweet.
Okay.
I can't believe both those went.
Yeah, it didn't
So
matter.
you walk through the door and it too disappears
Two will
after
matter.
you step through it.
You call that a puzzle?
Suddenly, through the hazy air, you see torches light up all along the walls, revealing that the room you're in appears to be
We shouldn't taunt the sorceress or whoever.
a circular cave.
I will,
Cave.
Cower in fear.
I was gonna say hood up my lantern, put my lantern out. Doesn't seem like we'll need it. I'll save my oil.
Can we see the top of the cave?
No. Nope. But if you want to throw down a perception check or an investigation check.
Nope.
That would be a 22 investigation.
Okay.
The dwarf is paying attention.
I'm sorry.
So you look around and
Where'd the
notice.
dwarf go?
You look around and notice that the cave walls are unnaturally smooth, as if something other than nature had made this cave. In the center of the room, you see a pedestal with a cistern
Are you saying that this is stonework?
seated on top.
Because that wouldn't be a 22, that would be a 24. In that
I think you
case.
still see the same thing.
Just check.
So just, being unnatural, doesn't that imply that something other than nature has made it? Sorry.
Yes.
Double.
I know, don't taunt the GM. Got it.
Inside the cistern, you see it is filled with a small pool of black and purple liquid. Along the bowl is the inscription, "Beware the beating of your heart, for it is the great deceiver. Drink from the pool of fate, and end a life to proceed."
Oh, we should have taken a thug from the other
Ah,
room.
shit.
After reading the words, a chalice appears in the cistern.
Oh,
Take a... Wait.
take a life.
So
End the life.
beware the beating of your heart, for it is the great deceiver. Drink from the pool of fate, and end a life to proceed.
Where is the great deceiver? I could drink from the pool of life, or of fate. End a life.
to proceed.
But,
Did you
so
happen
does that
to...
mean we have to fake death? Because the beating heart is the deceiver. So, are we actually killing the person who drinks?
I think that if we drink,
We
something comes that we have to kill.
End a life.
But you might think that you... Yeah.
So I'm
But
gonna
it
do
might
a walk
incapacitate
around
somebody.
the perimeter, see if there's anything else in the room aside from the
Or
weird.
you might
With,
think
with
that you're gonna die or
stonework,
something.
would you be able to tell if there's like secret doors or this or that in it?
Maybe. I don't know.
So with further investigation around the perimeter, you don't even understand how you got in this room,
Right.
again, because like the door is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But everything is so smooth, it's like nobody carved anything, nobody made anything, it's just this very unnatural Like you've never seen anything like this in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing else in the room besides this.
Well, there's the torches on the walls, right?
Yeah,
Now
there
the
are
torches-
there are the lit torches, and they're hanging by like sconce holders,
Mm.
but there's no sort of bolting into the wall.
Can we pull the torches out? Are they loose?
Yeah, if you want.
I'm gonna pull one of the torches out
Okay.
and walk over to the cistern
Okay.
and just kind of hold it a little bit closer to look into the murky depths, see if I get any more clues from inspecting it.
Okay. You you hold the torch closer, and you, even though the water is like kind of purplish and a little bit blackish, you can see the bottom of the cistern, and it doesn't really look like anything abnormal underneath, obviously, other than the weird water.
And the chalice that is sort of free floating on up there?
It's like laying on its side, a little bit of liquid in,
Okay.
like waiting for someone to grab it.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to put the torch into the liquid, see what happens.
Okay. You put the torch into the liquid, and before it douses, it's almost like it gets blown out. Like there's like a weird kind of wind that pushes.
So does it even touch the liquid, or it gets
Oh, it
blown
does.
out before? It does.
It does.
But rather than going out in what you would expect if it was normal water, it looks like it's been blown out like a candle. Do I have
It's
that
like
correct?
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
Like there was some friction against it getting towards the liquid, but it does make it to the liquid, and it douses.
Alright, so I'm gonna sort of, I'm up on the cistern right now, I'm gonna turn around and call over my shoulder, "Oh yeah, guys, it's weird."
Boy, thank you, font of information.
So, I think
And
somebody's...
I'll climb back down and join up with everyone else.
I think somebody's got a drink from this, boys.
I'm gonna look at the Goliath.
Well,
I'm gonna look right back at the door.
whatever's coming,
This is
we
very
might need him too. We I don't know. I don't know
Does
if
that
there's
sound
any.
like you're
I knew they were
volunteering?
a favorite from the last time.
I don't know
Sure.
if there's any fair way to do
I'm
this,
gonna say
guys.
next time I'll be happy to bring whatever. I meant to.
So there's nothing else in this room except that liquid
And the cup.
and the cup.
All I can say is, as a dwarf, I am resistant against poison things. So with my iron stomach, if anyone's gonna drink, maybe it should be me.
Hence why I've been staring at you.
So I just.
No, you're just doing that because you're an asshole.
Got it.
So just a side question, I guess.
Mhm.
You said all this is unnatural. It doesn't look like anything had actually made it. Is there any chance that we're just being deceived? Is this?
Well, there's always a chance of that.
Or the beating heart,
I'm just-
according to the cistern, is the deceiver.
Right, but I'm just saying, looking around, am I convinced that what we see is actually, in fact, here?
You want to run a perception check for me?
Okay.
As in we're still. in
Yep,
the
it's here,
forest.
guys. No problem.
Yep. Also still here.
I hate you.
Ooh, yeah, there's a good perception check.
I got 21. I'm guessing we're still there.
Yeah, I mean, from your vast experience of never experiencing something like this before,
Exactly.
you basically kind of taken this as face value that all
I
these
walk
things
up, I
exist
take a
in
sip.
front of you, and
Oh.
I just had some doubts for a second.
Oh, he just went for it. He just went for it.
I just went for who? What? What happened?
It could be bad.
I just walked up and I took a sip.
you drank.
Ah, all right.
Just a little bit. I just took a sip.
Just a...
Oh, now you're going to be cautious.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like saying I only took a tiny sip from the fake grail.
But I didn't inhale. You know
Yeah.
that, Reverend.
Yeah.
Only peeked to look at the Ark of the Covenant.
I just want to see if it
I
tastes like
dabbled.
grape
I
juice.
dabbled
He
with
chose
murky liquids.
poorly.
He chose
He chose
poorly.
poorly.
Okay, so Moloth drinks,
And is dead.
and suddenly, all 4 of you are snapped into another world. It appears to be a small village with mostly farmers and shop owners. You are in the town center, and a crowd is gathered around you, crying out for mercy. Moloth's weapon is drawn. Before you stand 2 children, a boy and a girl. Both silently look at you with worry.
Okay, wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah. And so do we all? We're all aware that we don't have like some past memories of living in this place, or we're aware that we are here one second, we're there the next second, and he's standing over.
And we all got there at the same time?
This isn't a flashback of some place that you guys have been to before. No, this is just suddenly you're in a village. Moloth, you took the drink, so your weapon is drawn. And before you are 2 children, one's a boy, one's a girl.
The writing on the cistern, could we go over that one more time?
Yeah.
So,
Could you
beware
just
of the
say- did
beating
you
of
write
your
it down?
heart, as it's the great deceiver. Drink from the pool of fate, and end the life to continue. So I think we're being.
Guys, I think we're being set up here. I don't think that Moloth would really enjoy killing children. I don't.
No.
Oh, how about you put your sword away?
I am.
Okay.
He can't.
I can't.
Ooh.
So what happens when he tries? Stuck to his hand, or
Yes,
won't go in the scabbard, or
When he tries to, he can make any sort of action with it, but when he goes to try to put it away, it won't go in.
just won't go?
So he has to end a life.
And when he hasn't killed either of the children immediately, what happens to the cries for mercy? Are they just
They
continue?
just continue.
Okay. How do the townspeople look? The people who are
Yeah,
crying
that's a
for
good
mercy.
question.
What do you mean?
Like,
Do they look like?
do they look
Real
like
people?
real, fully fledged people,
Mhm.
or are they just kind of?
Shadows?
Are they doing anything? Are they like coming closer to us? Or are they just chilling?
What happens if I try to approach one of them?
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'll walk up to one.
You try to approach, but it almost kind of feels like there's this weird barrier between you and the townspeople. So it's almost like it's you 4, the boy and the girl, but you can't go out to them and they can't come towards you. So it's just you 6 close to each other, and then all the townspeople are just helplessly observing what's going on.
I'm gonna walk up to the boy, and put my ear to his chest and see if he has a heartbeat.
Okay.
I guess that'd be perception, or
Why don't you wait for him to answer before you
Maybe.
roll?
Can it be anything other than perception?
I guess it would be investigation.
Yeah, there we go. I'm equally bad at that. God damn it! I just cannot. Okay, well I rolled a 5.
Rolled a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. You try to approach the boy, but you can't get past Moloth.
Okay.
Does Moloth
So we're-
look like he has intent, or is he just?
So we're
It doesn't
we're
look
like,
like he has intent, like he's being possessed by something.
so we're
It's
stuck
just-
like we're stuck like that, and then the
he
kids are
drank,
here or
he's
something
there.
like that.
Yeah.
Can I move?
Basically. Oh yeah.
Like, I can walk away.
You can't walk away. You can walk towards them.
When he walks towards them, can I then get closer to them, or am I still stuck at whatever he was at?
Yeah, basically that's like a barrier range for you guys.
All right.
You can talk to Moloth, but you can't really interfere at this point.
And what are the kids doing?
They are on their knees right now, just not knowing why they're there.
But they're moving and acting, crying, or whatever, or are they just kind of stone-faced? Or...
They're they're certainly sad looking. They're scared. A little bit of sobbing.
Moloth, what's how's your pulse doing? You got a steady heartbeat over there?
I think so.
Can you check?
Can you check?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm going to Can I do any? Like, so I can't put the sword away.
Can you check their heartbeat with your other hand or something?
I mean, I still have control of my body. I just can't put the sword away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, if I get closer, am I gonna kill him suddenly?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a chance you take.
I'm gonna try to listen to their hearts, like he was going to. 18 plus 3. 21.
Okay. So, who are you listening to? Or both?
Both. I was gonna check them both.
All right, you check. You check their heartbeats, I suppose, and they both have them, just like you do.
Huh.
Yeah, they have heartbeats, guys. I, for some reason, cannot put my sword away.
It's
And they can't get to me.
What if beating of your heart is more of a metaphysical type quantity here, where it's more moral?
So we had to beware the beating heart?
I think it was beware the beating.
I'll read it
yeah,
again.
there you go.
Yeah, please.
Beware the beating of your heart, for it is the great deceiver. Drink from the pool of fate and end the life to proceed.
And the life.
And
not
a
the
life.
And a life. So it's not both of them.
We have to
So it
choose
seems
one.
like at face value, you choose the girl to die, you choose the boy to die. One or the other.
Well, there's a third.
Or yourself.
Or
Or
myself.
Or yourself. But what does the first part mean? Beware the beating of your heart, for it is the great deceiver. But how does your heart beating have anything to do with this?
Caring for others.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's the caring for others.
Or it's that if you stab yourself, you're not actually gonna, like it's not gonna affect you.
Can I see your dagger?
Yeah, I'll pull out the cobalt dagger
Yeah.
and hand it to him if he wants to.
Can I take a weapon from him?
I just want to know how the strongest party member actually got
No.
to hold the sword. It just seems
I
like a
cannot
bad
take your.
combination.
I cannot take your.
Yeah, you guys can't
Dagger.
interact with each other.
Right.
You can talk to each other, but you can't physically interact.
Can I
with each
interact
other.
with these two guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not him.
Yeah.
Because we didn't drink, assumably. He drank.
Correct.
How long have we been here at this point? 5 minutes.
Couple minutes. Yeah.
And we can't move outside of this little circle. And we can't move to interact with you.
And
But
I can't
you can
move-
interact with the kids, fine.
Yes, but I can't move away from them.
It's a puzzle.
Can we talk to the kids? What happens if they say, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on?
You can try.
I'm going to ask the kids, hey, what's going on here?
They don't really respond. It's just
Um,
sobbing. and-
Moloch, ask them what's going on.
What's going on?
They still don't really respond.
Okay, so they're...
Guys, I have a bad idea here. Something we could try. I could cast this spell I've been working on them, and it might hurt them, which I don't really want to do. But if it succeeds, they're compelled to run away from me as far as they can. It might break the situation we're in, but I don't want to do it unless
I'm for it.
we agree that that's the way to go.
Well,
As
I
long
mean,
as
if we're going to be
doesn't
hurting them
kill
anyway,
them.
why not just swipe them and kill them? I
'Cause
mean,
this
they're
might
kids. Your spells might just murder them outright anyway.
Right, but his sword definitely will, right?
Right, but if you kill them, we might not get out of this. It seems like he's the one who has to do the deed, at least according to the rules of the puzzle. That's why we can't interact with anything. For all we know, your spell will just bounce off a barrier and come back and hit us.
Well, then we don't lose anything.
Well, I'm just saying you might murder a kid. Assuming these kids are even real, you might murder a kid for nothing, or or nothing happens, or we get hurt. Maybe there's some feedback.
Well, I don't see a lot of options we have here, boys.
Well, I mean, there's the option that I think we're all the elephant in the room, if you will, which is have
It's
Moloch
Goliath.
murder one of the kids.
Moloth is not willing to murder a child.
Alright, well, if that's that, then...
I respect Moloth's decision. So what do we
There's
do?
really not... Okay, so let's think about all the information we have. We have townspeople around asking for mercy, but we can't interact with them. That's the outermost ring.
Yeah.
Inside that is us.
Mhm.
We're divided from each other. Moloth is in front of these two kids who are weeping and looking very pitiful, and we have this riddle: beware the beating of your heart, for it is the great deceiver, blah blah blah. Take a drink and end the life to proceed. And there's no animals around here or anything? Can we get through, like, murder an animal loophole? No
Not-
insects on the ground.
Not where, not at your,
Roly-poly bugs.
not at your vantage point. Nope.
I'll tell you what.
Why don't I try casting the Friends cantrip? I have this great little spell I do. It's called Friends, and it makes people kind of listen to me. So let's see if I can interact with one of the townspeople.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, so I cast Friends on one of the, whatever the nearest town person is at me. I think, I can't tell if that's an attack roll or not. So it,
You
no,
don't
it's-
have to roll, but it just happens.
Yeah, you're right. It's and I have advantage on charisma checks. So I do that, and I talk to one of the townspeople. I was like, "Hey, can you hear me?"
Okay, you cast Friends,
Yes.
and it bounces back into you guys, but you are super best buds now. Like, you all love each other.
I
a
love you
lot.
guys. This is
Does that
the,
affect me as
this
well?
is the
or-
best child
No.
murdering trap I've ever been caught in. And it's all thanks to you guys.
Thank you for this opportunity to grow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try to dig into the ground with my foot. Just like kind of scuff up the dirt. I assume we're in the dirt part of the town square or whatever. If there's grass, I'll try to dig into it. Can I move the dirt around a little? Or is it kind of solid?
Very minimally, like, surface, but you
But
wouldn't-
not like normal dirt.
No.
Okay. So digging our way out isn't an option. Jesus, there's just so little to go.
How much damage do I deal again? It's whatever the weapon is, the roll.
Yeah,
Plus
+7.
plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
But the riddle said, take a life,
Yes.
not,
Yeah, you can't just take an arm and
It's not take your tooth and proceed.
guys. I hate to say this, but I think one of us is gonna have to bite the bullet here. Unless...
No, I don't think one of us. I
I
think
think it's
Moloth
me.
has to do something. Whatever it is, it seems like we're separated from him for a reason. I think the chalice drinker, that's even part of the riddle, right? Drink the chalice, take a life. Right? It's not drink the chalice, have your friends
Moloth.
take a life.
Drink from the pool of fate and end the life to proceed.
Moloth, I got a proposition for you. I think you're gonna have to stab yourself.
Wait.
That's what I was thinking.
Take a life, right?
Yeah.
Now, to us, we know exactly what that means. But if you look at the words literally, nothing in there says murder. Take. That might just mean picking up the kids and taking them somewhere else. You haven't tried picking up the kids, have you?
No.
All right, try that first before suicide.
Stab
Free card,
yourself,
yeah.
stab the kid,
Yeah.
stab yourself.
Alright, I try to pick up the kid.
You try to pick up the kids?
No, just one of them, right? Because it's take a life, not take lives. So you have to pick one of them and pick him up and then try to...
Which one do you guys think?
It doesn't matter.
Alright, I pick whichever one's on my left.
Okay.
Being totally random.
The closest one.
So you go to pick up the boy with your free hand, and you can't move him.
Damn.
I go to pick up the girl.
Same thing.
Can't move them.
I feel. Crap, we shouldn't have used that healing potion. I feel like if you. Once somebody gets stabbed here, this is all gonna poof away, right?
Why? Why do you think that?
Because it said take a life to proceed.
Right, but not. I don't think the stabbing is what's going to do it. I think it's the dying.
Right.
But I mean, if you're still hanging on and we get there, I can heal you. I can bring you back. We don't.
Right, but then, but then that wouldn't be taking a life.
I mean, it's like take a penny, leave a penny. They have that in the city, right?
I take out my
I'm not really
spear
seeing the
and I
connection,
stab
though.
myself.
Take a Goliath, leave a Goliath.
So we get a different one back. What are
Alright,
you doing?
So Moloth has killed himself.
All right. Well, let's see if it was deceiving him after all.
That was a great adventure.
Moloth, after you take your own life, all 4 of you are snapped back to the cistern. The force of your body lunging back sends the chalice to the ground. As soon as the chalice touches the floor, the ground begins to quake under your feet, and the walls melt away to reveal a single door.
I'm gonna walk up to the Goliath and give him a hearty slap on the arm and say, "You are a brave, brave son of a bitch."
The water in the chalice drains away to
Sort of.
reveal 2 potions of healing and a coin purse containing 50 gold.
I think you earned that one, baby. I.
Yeah,
Wow.
seriously, all you.
So what was that?
50 gold and 2 healing potions.
Yeah. Damn.
And you all get 200 XP for succeeding in the riddle.
It's a good one.
Big risk to take.
That was 2,000, right?
Eventually.
Bring my AC up to 2014.
300. That sounds like a magic number.
What seems like a
Alright.
magic number? 300?
You think we leveled up?
That's a level.
Oh, we did a level up. Oh, sweet.
Cool.
Wow.
So this chalice is just still sitting there?
No, it melted away.
Oh, okay.
And
Does he feel
revealed the door.
any different? Like, do you?
Hey, Molath, you feeling all right over there? Like, anything? You feel like more awakened, more spiritual energy? I don't know, something. Nothing?
No.
All right.
I mean,
All right.
am I technically, like, wounded from stabbing myself?
Does anybody have?
I have to ask the DM this one.
Yeah,
They're all good questions, yeah.
No. You, in doing this, you felt the pain of death because you took your own life, but the part of the riddle was the beating of your heart is the great deceiver. So even though you were there sort of mentally, it wasn't actually your body. So mentally and emotionally, you felt that pain because you thought it was happening to you,
Nice.
but it wasn't actually happening to you.
Okay.
So that's how you survived and made it back to the chalice.
So is there still liquid in there?
No, it drained away, and that's where the healing potions were of Percival.
I was totally that.
Alright.
So, for advancement, do we just do that automatically, or do we just wait?
If you guys want to do it now, we can do it now.
I just did it.
Okay.
It's not. It
Then
doesn't
I
take
would
long.
say go for it.
Okay, that's fine. I know some folks, want to kind of wait to a certain point or resting point or whatever.
I just took the average for my level up HP. I don't know if you want to roll for it or not, but I don't know how you like doing stuff.
I'll let you do either or.
Okay. Yeah, I just took the average.
That's the wrong thing.
Oh, I see. Well, in parentheses. No.
Yep. Exactly. It's just basically
D8.
half the size of the die plus 1. So D8, you'd gain 5. D12,
I get-
you gain
I got a bunch of stuff right here.
stuff like that.
Yeah, if there's gonna be like a whole ton of stuff, I'd say if you want to do just like your HP for right now, fine. and then you can settle the rest when we get to a stopping point.
Yeah.
For the rogue, you don't get much. It's like you gain your bonus action, your cunning action, it's called, where you can dash, disengage, or hide on a bonus action. Hit points go up, get an extra hit die.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, at these low levels, it's pretty simple.
I get a bunch of like stuff though. Like I get the Song of Rest. It's more that I get more spells I have to pick out. But
Also, Jack of all trades.
Yeah, I know. I'm putting that down right
You
now.
know, Jack of all trades works for initiative as well. Just so you know.
Oh really?
Yep. It's one of the few ways to raise your initiative in a game.
I just keep it simple. Yeah, I gotta roll.
Initiative is an ability check, technically. So
Yep, that's what I thought.
Oh no.
you rolled. Oh,
That's fine. I have to. It's in my blood. I have to.
All right, that's
So-
old school.
It is.
I'll roll for my HP too.
For your HP.
Okay. 1
So
plus
scary.
4, 13.
So
Damn, still have
14.
Well, he's saying when he plays, that's what he does.
Oh.
I got you.
You know what? I'm
Translate.
gonna live life on the edge here. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was getting anyways.
What'd you roll?
5.
Ah, nice.
At least she didn't go down.
So it's
9 plus.
Oh.
What did I say it was? 1 plus.
Which is funny because I actually
Constitution.
really like gambling, like as a thing. But I guess money is less important to me than the stats of my character. Dude.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, it is what it is. I like that randomness. With
To
the
me,
hit
it's like my heart rate gets pumping if I was to roll for. Because like, what happens if I roll a 1 like that? Oh my god, I'd shit my pants.
points. But I could have just easily rolled a 6. Which
Yeah,
apparently
definitely,
I did when I threw
definitely.
the dice back. Which is the story of my life.
But your con is pretty good too, so.
Well, I'm able to add 3, so that kind of takes a
Exactly.
little sting out.
No, definitely.
Okay, so you now have a door in front of you. What do you guys want to do?
You still feel like leading Moloth?
Sure.
After you.
Why did I close this?
Okay, so you're all going to approach the door?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna crack it first, though. I'm gonna be a little careful again. I don't like just randomly opening doors all the way.
Alright. You approach the door and try to open it, but the handle will not turn. It appears locked. From behind you, emerging out of the cistern, you hear the slimy movement.
Slimy movement.
So you hear slimy movement and hisses. They flop down to the ground and raise their heads in the air. And they hiss at you, ready to attack. Which,
Rats?
nah,
Go.
snakes. So, since everybody was looking at the door, the snakes will have advantage. Let's roll initiative.
Rats. I mean snakes.
Ooh, I'm just not doing great here.
15.
I got 8.
Let me know when you
Oh,
want
9.
it.
Okay, what'd you get, Ethan?
12.
12? Mola?
15.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I was just counting in my head something else, and then he asked me numbers. I was
Alright,
like,
you had 9? Yeah. What's your deck?
4.
I don't
3.
even know what I was
3,
counting
3.
for.
It's gone.
I'm like,
Okay.
shit.
So spell check. Good.
Gee, so do I count
do you
myself
do?
as a kill?
The only thing
Oh, the
that
font of magic.
Alright,
Nice.
go
Do I need to rip out my own
Alright, go ahead
tooth?
and roll your d20 again.
Sorry, what, you had a question?
10.
No?
Okay.
just absorbing what it means to use the sorcery points, but we'll figure that as we go.
Alright, what was your...
8.
Yeah, you don't get meta magic yet, so you can basically, at this point, you just cash sorcery points for spells.
Right. I just don't know what that.
I think it's like 2 points for a first level spell.
Alright, what's your dex?
Dex is 11, or 0. Sorry, 0. Is
0?
the bonus?
Okay.
Yeah, plus 11 would be pretty
Okay,
crazy.
so
That'd be
the
awesome, right?
the snakes have advantage right now, so they're going to close the gap Well, the first one is going to attack Ethan.
The snakes look just like kobolds.
I know, that's weird. I'm going to fail. Next one's going to go after Ethan as well. And that is a 17.
That'll hit.
That hits, okay. Okay, so you take 1 piercing damage and you have to make a Constitution saving throw. You have to beat a 10.
Cool. Is that poison damage, by the way? Poison for the Constitution saving throw?
It will be, yeah.
Okay, so I actually have advantage because I'm a dwarf.
Okay.
So I'm going to re-roll that. So that is going to be 16, so I beat the 10.
Okay, so you just take 1 piercing damage.
Whew, thank God. My first roll was a 4, so I'm glad that was poison that the snakes were throwing at me.
Okay, so now we go to top of the order with Moloth.
Alright. I am going to... Well, since I can share space with him, once again share his space.
Oh god, not again.
Well, I take his
Feel
space,
some
but
tapping on top of your head.
I'm going for the
Whoa,
closest
you have to
kobold
dodge
to me. This
the
guy.
swinging balls.
The closest snake.
Snake, yeah. Snake. Sorry.
Snake bolt.
What did I get?
18.
Whatever it is,
Okay.
plus 7.
18
Yeah,
plus
that's-
7.
It's going to be hard to
That-
miss.
that's it.
Alright. And the sword does 8.
It's actually pretty straightforward at level 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next level starts to get complicated.
Basically, all it is I can create a spell slot.
Mhm.
So it's 2 plus 2 plus 5, right?
Yes.
Which is nice.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Assuming you have the...
So 9
Would
damage.
you start off with 2
Okay,
sorcery
so
points?
you come
Two, I
down
just
on that
gained one.
snake
Oh, sorry.
and chop his
Yes.
head clean off.
And I take his tooth.
And next up is Ethan.
Alright, I will, So which one died?
That one.
This guy. He's dead.
I'm gonna kind of cautiously work my way around to the back of the thing, and then I will stab it in the said back with my sword. That's going to be an 18.
That's it.
11 damage.
Alright, yep. You come down on this Roman soldier's death style to the back, and he is annihilated.
Stop murdering all the guys before I can get to them. Jeez.
Act faster.
So my decision's easy then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys get 25 XP for each of them.
Excellent.
For each of them, so 50 total?
Yep. So with that last fatal blow to the snakes, they melt into a black and purple liquid on the floor, exposing a golden key.
Black and purple.
Ooh, shiny.
Did
I'll pick it up.
Does the liquid look like the stuff that was in the chalice?
In the cistern, yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Can I
You drank snake.
I didn't drink shit.
No, I want to see if I can like grab some of it, so we can.
Save
I want to like bring it to someone later and see like if we can figure out what the heck this is.
Do you have a container
Well,
to store it in?
It kind of melted away into the key.
Oh,
So it's,
Oh, okay, it's
there's
not
no
there
there's no
anymore. Yeah,
liquid
alright, never mind.
to grab.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Pick up the key, and I will hand it to the Goliath.
say, oh leader, my leader, I will follow you.
I'll give him a nice pat on the back, and
I will follow you
Gesture
from
over
15
the
feet
door.
behind to wherever you may go.
oh, great arrow catcher.
Leader, my leader. Robin Williams movie.
All right.
Alright.
Co-leader, my captain.
I try the key in the lock.
Alright, you turn the key and you hear a click, and the door is unlocked.
I gingerly crack it open.
So,
Once again, doing mine.
with all the ginger a Goliath can muster, you crack it open and you see a very big open room with what appears to be a person in the center of it.
So as he's opening the door, I'm gonna whisper to the people around me. I think if anyone wants anything from this room before we go, take it now, because I think the door might disappear after we leave. So there's not much here, but if you want something, take it. So I'm gonna grab a torch off the walls, actually, following my own advice, assuming they're still there. I will, one of the lit torches, I will have it in my offhand, sword in one hand, torch in the other.
I'll grab a torch.
Okay.
I have enough torches. I don't need torches.
But this one is lit already.
He's using it in the mechanics as we speak. Okay, so are you guys moving into the room, or are you just sort of still
I mean, we'll see what our glorious leader does.
All right, I'm going in.
Right, follow.
All right.
Beefcake Mick. Human shield.
Here's the dead snakes.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
You all step through the door and find yourself in what looks like an ancient temple.
Nice work on the fountain, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
There is an altar in the center, and standing in front of the altar is an older robed man.
Older robed man.
Yeah.
Robed?
What bad robed man?
Okay.
Hello, good sir, kind sir. We followed a voice in here. Well, I was wondering, I mean, not to presume, but you're a shadowy figure in the middle of a dungeon. I feel like you might know something about that. Or you're gonna kill us. Either way, let's get this over with.
I like the optimism.
I can see why you win cases.
There's 2 gold saying that's still iffy. Okay, so after that,
Wonderful introduction.
yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The robed man isn't facing you. He's facing away from you. He's facing towards the altar itself.
Rude.
And does anyone want to throw me in a little investigation moment check?
Is there any stone in the room?
Stellar.
Is the altar made of stone, perhaps?
Oh man, would you like to throw that?
I
check
would
down?
like to.
I have 11.
Alright, so
Mighty 8.
That was
is a
perception, right?
21 normal perception, or sorry, 22 normal
18.
investigation, 25 for the stone work.
Okay. From inside this temple, it's hard to discern the shape of it, but there are intricate symbols and writing in what seems innumerable languages fill the walls. But this time, the stones do look like some sort of more primitive masonry work that you have knowledge of.
I'm gonna kind of scoff to myself, like, huh, who made this shit?
Yeah.
This is a dump.
Well, I guess
Did they gnaw on these stones to work them? Jesus.
and I suppose to put it in a perspective of our times, it's like looking at the Great Pyramids and going, "Wow, what a piece of shit this is."
You said it was
yeah.
primitives. The Great Pyramids are not primitive. They're very well worked down to like minute tolerances.
Well, I mean primitive in the sense of timeline.
Oh,
These
okay.
are old. This is the old.
But it's good
the
craftsmanship.
old ways of doing things.
Okay,
but
okay,
not
sorry.
not like somebody made them out of Play-Doh and.
I
I built
misunderstood.
stuff at night.
Alright, okay. I won't disparage the workmanship. So, ancient rather than primitive.
Yes, excuse me.
Yeah, that horrible pyramid work that, you know.
Yeah.
Alright.
That connected the system throughout the world.
But I don't recognize the style of the architecture or anything like that. It's ancient but alien. Or it doesn't look dwarven or
Doesn't look
anything else
dwarven.
that I would
It doesn't look
recognize.
like something that your people had mastered and delved into.
And nothing that I would recognize from the city of Neverwinter. Nothing that looks human either. So
No, it does.
but impressive.
Yeah, Neverwinter. You see how Neverwinter would have evolved from this.
Oh, so it
sort
does
of-
look familiar.
Sort of design,
Okay.
but this is like thousands of years
Gotcha.
back kind of thing.
But it kind of looks human.
Yeah, it looks like it could be something that had come from your world. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is there any writing on these walls?
Yeah, you said in different languages.
Intricate symbols and writing in what seems innumerable languages fills the walls.
Do we see any words that we can actually read? I think I remember before it said go for it or whatever.
There's nothing that's like directionally giving you, but it's and they're so tightly woven together, it's hard to sort of focus enough to
Right.
pick out, and it's like language. So it's hard to.
The stuff in Dwarvish says Thorin was here.
Thorin eats it. And so you see all this, and you have addressed the old man. He's not looking at you, but he's not looking at you because it looks like he's using a vast amount of effort to do whatever he is doing at the altar.
Right, gotta get more fiber.
Yeah, he's trying to drop a wicked deuce near this altar.
It's not an altar.
Well, that's
a toilet.
That just violently changed the scene for me.
Especially since that's the side that's facing you.
Image in my head won't go.
Watch out if the robe levitates.
Are you praying to somebody, sir?
So, while you guys are speaking to him, he now addresses you and says, "Our time is short, heroes. Please come closer."
He called us heroes. I like that.
Our time is short.
I don't like that. But
Well, yes, there's
Like everybody.
4 of you and 1 of him,
Yes.
which equates an hour.
Right, but I think what he's getting at is
But
it's
It's
not
one
his
guy.
time is short. It's our time is short.
Well, the whole world is in danger.
So he said.
well,
So, do you approach?
Sure.
Yes.
I go
Called us
closer, yeah.
heroes. Of course I'm gonna approach. Are you
He
kidding?
placated my ego.
I'm all for this. No one's called me a hero before.
Any more purple liquid to drink?
They've called me the defendant
That's a
or
Jefferson Airplane to listen to. One drink makes you smaller. So he says, "I can't keep the doorway here open much longer. You cannot let Karavakos turn our world to death and madness. Travel to the village of Haven and seek out the matriarch. She will help you on your next step of your journey. You must not let his followers free him. If they do, it will be the end of all things we hold dear. Look in the chest and take what you find. You will need them on your journey." And looking to his right, you see that there is a chest on the ground near the altar.
I will go and open the chest.
Okay, you open the chest, and inside you find 180 gold pieces, boots of striding and springing, and 2 potions of healing.
So the boots are both striding and springing, or 2 boots, 1 of striding, 1 of
They're
springing?
both.
Both.
1 pair of boots of striding and springing.
Okay.
What do those do?
Well, I'll read it in a minute.
Yeah, we don't need to look at
They're
that.
actually strong
I'm just
and
gonna start handing stuff out to people because we want to basically take everything in the chest, I assume, while I leave stuff
Yeah.
here. So I'm not really paying attention to what I'm pulling out. I'm just like, here, you take this, you take this, you take this, that kind of thing.
Okay,
Jeez,
so
wow.
now that you've distributed the contents, he says, "Remember, go to Haven and seek out the matriarch. The world is counting on you." And after his last word, the old man turns towards you and raises his hand. You feel yourself being pulled, and you jolt away from the temple and the strange world it inhabits, and awaken back under the tree from whence you came.
Cool.
that was real trippy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Is there,
So it was 180 gold.
those mushrooms we ate the other day.
I was gonna say, do you see a half-eaten mushroom?
Yeah, you guys can share a total of 180 gold.
You want to split that?
Yeah.
4 ways? It's
Yeah,
45
I'm gonna
each.
give 1.5 extra
45?
to you to settle our debt.
And you all get 150 XP for finishing that part.
Wow.
Alright, so it was 45 per
Yeah.
person?
How
Alright, so
much?
add an extra
150 is
1.5.
that?
Cool.
No.
Yeah.
XP.
So that should put us all at 500 if I did the math
Yes.
correctly?
That's
Everyone
right.
else have that? Okay.
What was that additional 100?
500.
150. We were at 350 and then 150, so we should be at 5.
Yep.
Okay, so 45 minus 1.5 would be 43. So 43 and then 5 silvers. Alright. Cool. So, wow. That was really crazy.
That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, in a pants shitting kind of way, sure. I don't know what dragon people do for fun, but where I'm from, that was terrifying.
I don't usually like to tell my friends to kill themselves on a daily basis. That's not a real strong art move.
Yeah.
I hope not.
All right, so should we now that we have a free moment, should we check out what was in that chest?
So
we distributed. I guess now is when we would distribute the gold, actually.
Yeah.
And there were the boots, and there was something else.
there's 2 healing
Two healing
potions.
potions.
2 healing potions. So now we have what, like 5 healing potions total?
I think we used all.
I
We've
think
used them all.
We
Except for
used
the
them
2
all?
that we just got. Yeah.
What about the 2?
No,
that
we got
were
the
just-
two from the
you have
snakes.
4.
Yeah, we have
Or
4.
from
Okay.
the cistern, so we have 4.
I forgot about those.
So should we just evenly distribute them?
Yeah,
then?
everybody take
Everyone
one.
take one.
That worked out.
So for the boots of striding and springing, it is a wondrous item that is uncommon and requires attunement. So while you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
Wow. That's pretty sweet.
So I have under 30 feet of movement. Does anyone else have under 30 feet of movement? You do as well.
Yeah.
The smaller people do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So I'd say one of you two.
we could take it. Alternatively, the extra jumping and stuff would be good for you because you could close with the enemy more efficiently, perhaps. But I don't know.
Well, it's about the same, right?
I think the only one it benefits is you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want them? I don't really care.
I mean, I'll take
It
it.
might help you keep out of combat a little bit easier,
Yeah, yeah,
which
that'd be cool.
is a priority for us, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I can, keep adding to my flip wizardy skills.
All right, go for it. Take them.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say you two jump more and do things of that nature.
Okay, so Art, if you're taking them, you can take this, so that way you
Oh, excellent.
kind of know what they do.
And it's not like instant. I still have to.
You have to attune.
I have to wear them for a while, or
Yeah.
Gotta wear them in. Whisper sweet nothings in there.
You gotta get rid of the
Tongues?
blisters that they
I
cause the
don't
first
know.
Be
day.
tight in the shoelace.
Yeah, I would say they become fully attuned by the time you reach level 3.
Okay. All right. Nice. So, feeling a little more heroic because that guy called us a hero.
Yeah,
so.
that was pretty cool, right?
I'm still feeling good about that, so I'm pretty inclined to. I don't know what a haven is, but
Did
the
anybody,
heroic thing to do would be to go to haven, right?
did anybody think that Ask is a name?
No, it seemed like it was very rushed kind of thing.
I know, but it seemed a little bit rude on our part, I guess. I don't. Whatever. We'll see him again.
Well,
I'm sure.
I said, "Excuse me, sir," and then he just kind of.
I was very.
If anyone was
polite.
rude, it was him. All right. He didn't even turn to face us when we walked in. We asked him all these questions. He ignored us completely.
What a jerk.
Went on this weird spiel about saving the world. So
Haven Schmaven,
I think-
let's go rob some. Let's go raise some money.
He did give us like 200 gold. or
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah, we've got a bunch of gold. I say we make our way towards. I mean, does that ring bells for anybody? Haven? Anybody heard
Well,
of
that's
this?
actually
I've
what I was
never
gonna
heard
ask.
of
Any
this.
chance in my travels have I come across this, or is this just some other place? Okay.
I've never been outside of Neverwinter, so I certainly don't know where it is.
I've been around a lot, but I don't think I've been to Haven.
No, you guys actually.
We've never heard
I don't
of it.
think any of you actually know. So this is going to be a little search and find. Sort
Yeah,
of thing
so
going on.
I guess make our way back to the road because we're in the woods now, right? We've made our way off the road, so
Well, you're actually where this tree was. It wasn't that far because remember, it took you back to.
But like we followed the voice. That's what brought us here. So I guess now that we solved that mystery,
Yeah, but then
back to trying to find our way to civilization.
But then, at the end, it snapped you back from where you were taking your nap. So you're under that original.
To where
tree.
we heard the voice originally.
Yeah.
So we're like right on the road.
So you're basically right near.
All
the
right.
road.
So we feel refreshed from our nap.
Yeah, you guys are fully.
Wow, I took a lot of damage for being asleep. I don't.
It was all the
Yeah,
dream.
you guys are full hit points, full spell slots. Back to where you're at.
All right, so I guess we'll continue going where we. So the way I'm feeling is we go to where we were planning to go and just ask about Haven when we get there. That's really we don't have any other way of getting information as far as I know.
Now here's my question. And I guess it goes to the DM.
That's an excellent question.
Now, I had been running this way when I bumped into him. They were running this way when they bumped into us.
Well, this is like a couple days.
So
later,
is this like
right?
the road on the or was
You
it
guys
like an
had been.
intersection?
You guys had been
It's the only
traveling.
road in Canada.
Yeah, there's only one road. Yeah, so to try to paint a picture for you guys, so if Neverwinter was here and they were running away this way, and you guys were coming up this way, so that's one distance. Now you guys are had been going south to the coast because you were gonna let's lay low, let's chill out. It's summertime, it's nice. Catch some fish, whatever, regroup, figure out what we're going to do. So you guys were kind of down south. Now, there are some splits in the roads as you go down. It's not just a straight line, and wherever you go. But yeah, so you're about here. You're not on that road that you were once on, so you're not like, oh no, are we going to run back into the arena, or are you going to go back to Neverwinter?
Well, I was just thinking, like, how do we get to Haven if the road,
Well, we don't know where Haven is, so it doesn't really. We need to find out where it is first. So
I think, yeah, Jim needs to get going.
I actually do have to move.
It's 3:15.
all right.